Once upon a time, there was a god named Duma and a goddess named Milla who fought each other bitterly for an age.
Hey, why did Milla and Duma have to fight so much? Couldn't they just say they were sorry?
Let's promise we'll never end up like that, okay?
Yeah, nothing will ever come between us.
There we go. Oh my gosh. Lot of noise. Lot of noise coming in. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. Let me...
Bren says you're muted. Can everyone hear us?
Just forgot to flip that on this side. All the notifications coming in right now, of course. Though I should say you guys might notice that it looks a little different. Now the notifications and stuff like that. I am now using, what is it called? Stream Elements instead of Stream Labs.
Stream Elements.
Because of the stuff going on with them and OBS, I decided to swap over, so... that's why the notifications and all that look a little different. Actually, I'm going to adjust one of them because the chat is a little more over than it should be. I'm just boop. Alright, there we go.
Sophie, speak.
Hello?
Poggers!
Okay, well that'll work on that. Alright. So
this is a game that deserves it.
Yes.
Time to talk about the game that got screwed over release date-wise.
Which I think I should probably state on that, one of the reasons that this is fun. So, for a little bit of my backstory on Fire Emblem, you know, I went to it a little bit during the 6th playthrough. Okay, I am just gonna mute the alerts for a little bit, just on volume. Wise on my end. I really appreciate it.
We'll take the moment though. Yes, thank you for the hype train, guys.
Yeah, thank you for the hype train starting right now. But I do want to just quickly talk without the notifications interrupting me. But I very much appreciate it. I will thank you all after I'm done. So my backstory as I went into with the Fire Emblem 6 playthrough, you know, Sacred Stones was my first one, but Awakening was the one that really hooked me at that point. Which, of course, meant I played Fates, but I didn't play this one. There were two main factors because of that. One was that this came out, I believe, like a month or two after the Switch dropped with Breath of the Wild and all that. So, part of me was thinking of picking this up because I think I finished Fire Emblem Breath of the Wild around the same time. So it would have put it in a good time frame, but I didn't like the idea of heading back to a 3DS right after experiencing the Switch for the first time. It was kind of a hard thing for me to go back to. And then 2, the Fates Burnout. Quality of the game notwithstanding, but after those 3 playthroughs, I was done with Fire Emblem for a while. I was burnt out at that point, and from what I hear, I was really missing out with this one, because a lot of people say this is the best of the trilogy for, like, the 3DS titles, and
it's by far the best remake.
Yeah.
Inarguably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only remakes we've had so far are 1, 2, and this, which is 3, correct?
This is 2.
Oh, no, okay, so...
They skipped over this one because they could reuse the assets for the Fire Emblem 3 remake.
Yeah, which is Marth's second game is Fire Emblem 3. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, so I'm very curious on hopping onto this one because I just hear nothing but praise from the people that played this one.
Praise it for the right things, because this is still a Super Nintendo game at its heart.
Like,
I know there's a lot of weird...
Not Super Nintendo, a normal Nintendo.
I know there's a lot of weirdness with this one compared to other Fire Emblems. I don't really know what I'm getting into, honestly, with this one. I kept very hush-hush on the chance that I played this one, so...
Also, not necessarily right on the anniversary, but this game, or rather the game this is based off of, came out 30 years ago.
Oh my god.
Yep.
This was 1991.
Yeah.
Starting the very long trend of intelligent systems being very late in every game's lifespan. Continuing even to this one.
If I can best describe it, it's a really good, faithful remake. A little too faithful at points.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just a sec, guys, before we start. I'm just gonna edit the overlay real quick because I'm noticing chat's still getting a little cut off. But you guys can talk a little bit about your experience with it if you want to real quick. I'm sorry for the audio acting a little weird, but that just happens when I unclick from the thing. But yeah.
I'll also take a moment. Brandon brought up JoJo Part 6. I'm excited. I'm not watching it yet. Let's leave it at that. I've read the whole part, but let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
What is this about Florida?
It takes place in Florida. It does.
That's its curse.
Oh dear.
Well, Brandon, if I have my way, we're not losing any archers.
Yeah, I am going to be playing on classic mode because, just because stream and whatnot, and that leads to more shenanigans.
Don't worry, we have multiple safety nets.
Yeah, because this game introduced what would eventually become the Divine Pulse in Three Houses. This was the first version of it, from what I remember.
There's also more to that, but we'll get there.
Alright.
This game was very much like Zelda 2 and many other 2s, in that the director was like, let's go experimental as fuck. And this game has a lot of elements that reflect that.
Alright, okay, yeah, looks like chat window is all good at that point. Sweet! Okay, let me then just get that re-centered. Yep, alright. So we should be all good at this point. So, you guys ready?
I've been ready.
Alright, just gonna make sure... new game... Oh, okay, there we go. Normal...
Fun fact, this game does not have lunatic mode.
Oh, even when you beat the game, it still doesn't have lunatic at all?
There is no such thing as lunatic mode.
Yeah.
Interesting.
However, this game, or rather Gaiden, did have an easy mode.
Oh, Alright, no Street Pass or anything because we're playing this on Citra, so kinda no point. So, yeah. But I do have all the DLC on here, so we will be able to play through some of those when we get to it.
Wouldn't be a 3DS era Fire Emblem game without...
Oh. Well, that's a way to start the game off. Oh my god. Okay.
Gods, no. Don't leave me, Celica. You can't. Celica! Celica! Say something, please! Celica!
Kyla McCarley, more or less typecasted to shout out women's names very tragically.
Nothing will ever come between us.
That's
Except the
sword.
sword. The sword would like to say otherwise.
Where did he go this time?
What's the matter, Faye? Don't tell
Also,
me
this
you're
game is
after
fully
him
voice
again.
acted from what I heard. So yeah.
Only some NPCs that give you side quests will not.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't waste your time looking for that.
I was not aware of the voice acting going in, so I'm like, oh.
Amazing.
Celica went off for a
I mean, that was the thing that really threw me off when I played Three Houses, was like literally every little line of dialogue is voice acted in that game, which is
Exactly.
nuts
Again?
considering how big that game is.
Production values.
So as you can say, Echoes was your testing ground for that.
Yeah.
Also, Gray there said Celica only just came to Ram Village. That is incorrect. It has been a year since she came
I
here.
hate to break it to you, Faye.
It's an irrelevant
Sir Myson only has one
detail,
thing
but
to
I
do.
know it, so I'm gonna share it. Damn it.
Celica is his
Also,
ward.
it's good to for Alm and Celica to have as much as bonding moments as they can.
Oh, they had none of it in the original game.
Oh.
Believe it?
Yep, we were told they were childhood friends, and that's about it.
When they meet later in the story, it's just like, hey, remember when we used to be childhood friends?
So does this mean, is Alm gonna marry her someday?
If Cliff sounds familiar, that is Chris Patton, who played Linhart in Fire Emblem Three Houses and was also the voice of Greed in the original FMA.
Oh god. If he's that, then
Hey, Tobin.
Sophie, who's he in 13 Sentinels? Because
Oh shit!
I know he voices someone in that game.
Let's go check it out.
Give me the voice actor again.
Chris Patton.
Chris Patton, I got it.
Don't worry, I have a lot of list stuff, and I have a lot of 13 Sentinels, but not all of them because I wanted to mix it up.
Huh? Hey, wait.
Okay.
Over here! Come look at this!
Of course, Erica Lynn back, everyone.
Yep. I can definitely tell. Hearing her, that is definitely her.
What is it, Celica? You find something?
I made a wreath out of these flowers. Here, put it on.
What? No.
Why not? I think it'd make you look very handsome.
I think you mean very stupid. Boys don't wear wreaths.
Don't
Basil
call it
comes charge
stupid.
again.
It took me a long time to make this. Fine then. Maybe I'll just give it to Grandpapa instead.
Medieval times viewpoints.
Grandpapa knows a manly wreath when he sees one, unlike some boys.
Ha ha, very funny.
You're picturing him wearing it. Admit it. There's the smile I was looking for. Huh? What? Is something wrong?
No, I'm glad you've cheered up is all. When you first came to the village, you always wore such a dark expression. Plus, you never spoke a word. Grandpapa told me to be nice, but I wasn't sure how to make things better.
Well, I think you did just fine. Each story that you told me, each flower you picked for me, each walk you took with me here in the woods. That all made a difference, Alm.
Come on, I didn't do anything special.
Or maybe you did. I'm sorry that my first words to you were so unkind.
Are you
Fuck
talking
you!
about when you called me a boor or a clock?
These are some very eloquent 10-year-olds.
I'm sorry. I've just never had any friends my age. So I guess I wasn't used to boys like you.
Well, I'd never met a girl like you either. Don't let it get to you.
Say,
face in the corner like,
nice to me.
why?
Why? Do I need a reason? I mean, I guess it's because I never knew my parents. I have no siblings.
Ah, okay, we got to the parent killing early this time.
Me from setting foot outside the village. I feel like a window to a world that I've never had the chance to know. Is that a good enough reason, or? Oh, hey,
What is it?
see this? We have the same mark.
Yes. Except yours
Eh,
is on
they
the
look a
left
little
hand and
different,
mine is on
though.
the right.
It's close enough.
Yours looks more like a wound scar, the other one looks more like
I
a
suppose it
claw
does in a
mark or
strange
something.
I also have mine on my palm.
Why the marks are so similar.
Mine's more conveniently placed.
They prove that the two of us belong together. Always. That is, if you're not already tired of a clod like me making you laugh.
Of course not.
Also, it's not as apparent in this particular screenshot, but this absolutely has the three houses problem that the artist that did the full spreads was not the game artist.
Yeah, yeah.
You have my word. I'll never leave. Ah!
God dang it, Faye.
That was Faye.
Is she in trouble?
It came from beyond those trees. Come on.
Stop it! Let me go!
Looks like our luck's picked up, eh, Sir Slade?
The hell is that
Days of the
voice?
same old tree. Such
You are playing Grunt Soldier number 1.
Sounds really deep for just a grunt kind of deal, you
He
know?
just woke up. He literally just woke up and got out of bed.
My men and I, loyal knights
That's
in
definitely a
service
Fire
to His
Emblem
Majesty
villain
King
design.
Lima
Yep,
the
that
Fourth.
certainly is.
May the powers bless him in his name until the end.
Hello. Christopher Smith is the voice of Slade here. Voice of Rufus in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And Oropo, I believe that's the name, from Wakfu.
Huh? Waku? Wait, I know
I knew
Waku.
somebody would
From
pick up
the
at that.
English dub, most likely, yeah.
We'll get the scolding of our lives if we bring strangers to the.
Oh, we're talking about the good English stuff? I'm assuming the good English
Sophie,
stuff.
I cannot tell you much.
I just am looking at the behind the voice actor page.
To go in a line of hovels is too generous.
I'm assuming it's the good one since
Since he's good. So-
Because
Well, this is
That and I
mostly
know that
Funimation
the-
staff, so.
yeah.
and I know that the OG voice staff was put in the UK.
Have you an older sister?
Oh, he's a Kumara as well. Okay.
I have two, actually. What about him?
Yeah, I can hear the Okumura in that, definitely.
We'll take all the food and drink you can muster, and your sisters can serve it. I
A
will
Nintendo game!
We went way back to when they didn't give a lot of fucks.
if I must.
Can't have Christianity or any Christianity symbols in our games at all, but wine and children camping is A-okay.
But Gray.
After 3 houses, they're certainly a lot more open to
Really
this.
gonna take him to the village, are we? Hey, I don't like it either. If I knew the royal knights
Speaking
were
of
such
Persona
loyal
cast lists, we have Max Middleton as our little Gray, good old Ryuji.
Yep.
And with Tobin, we have Robbie Damon, our
I need to hear that one. I need to hear Tobin then.
Your shoulders, one by
Considering their role in this game, that's kind of humorous.
you first. Don't worry, lass. I'll make a
I can definitely hear the Ryuji Gray.
And of course, Amber Connor.
Amber Connor, who...
What does this blasted village contain?
And the name sounds familiar. Who did she play?
You're not going to set
The immediate one I have written down is she played Phil in the Promised Neverland tub.
Oh! Okay, alright.
Yo, it's one of the bestest of boys.
Show me your face.
No!
By the gods, it really is her.
I believe there's only one child flashback character who's not voiced by their adult counterpart.
Regardless, you shall make a fine prize to take back to General Desai. Seize her!
No! Let me go!
Get your hands off her!
What, do you punch him?
He's a very, very enthusiastic.
Damn!
He has Shonen Pro Tag energy.
I like to think that he punched the horse and he flew off, kind of deal.
Hey man, he has the mark on his hand because then he can do a Street Fighter move against people.
He's practicing for his role of heroes. Heroes would make child versions of them playable.
Huh? Grandpapa?
What? Myson? What are you doing in a backwater wasteland like... Ah, but I think I know. Now this is indeed good fortune.
I love this face. It's so cartoonishly evil.
Flames that night, old man. I have much to repay you for. I mustn't forget all
Like
my
that.
virtues after all.
Children, run to the cemetery up ahead. Go on now.
What? Why? What are you gonna do?
No.
I'm a Jagan, my boy. I'm gonna do my job.
Good old Myson, voiced by Doug Stone, who played Gilbert in Three Houses.
Yeah.
And, for a much deeper pull, was the original voice of Psycho Mantis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
You want to be able to hear it from the sound quality and the muffling for the mask, but yep, that's him.
Ah.
Listen well, children.
Emphasis on veteran.
We will drive these ruffians.
We're probably gonna stream the Game Awards and we're gonna be
You
miserable.
must follow my every command.
What?
Hold on.
There's a little bit of slowdown.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fix one bit. Let me change one thing in my settings real fast. That might help that.
Doug Stone can speak a little slowly, but not that slowly.
You're serious, Grandpapa?
He's always serious. It's just that this time he's also crazy. We can't do this. Half a dozen children can't win against mountain knights.
He's not wrong.
Bro, the tests that I was doing for this, just the children can't do anything in this fight, so don't even bother.
Oh yeah, no. Everyone
they-
run up to the corner and just leave it to Grandpa.
Got
You
it.
see, they can't do anything yet. For some reason, they have crit animations in the game.
Oh yeah, they have the whole shebang, but you'd be insane to try and do anything with them.
By the way, what day is the Game Awards, guys? 'Cause I just want to make sure I'm not on travel that day, kind of deal, because I am headed to New York to see my sister, during the holidays, so...
Only you
December
can make
9th.
yourself
Oh, next
sure.
Thursday?
Does-
Then yeah, we'll definitely stream that.
Are you
Fun.
ready?
Yeah.
I want you to first keep your distance.
Yep.
So from what I...
Take shelter in the tree. Remember.
Yeah, so they have the tutorial, but if you actually close the window, I think.
Yeah, you can press start and it'll just close it.
Yeah. So
You have portraits for all the portraits set up and stats and everything.
I have to double check, but I think this was the original idea for Fates' UI. Also the three genders: girl, boy, and gold knight. But yeah.
Also, you'll see terrain effects are massive in this game.
Yep.
I will see this through. You've done all you can for me.
Yeah.
They are meticulous in this game.
Wait, there's no one else I can...
You can change your option to be smart end and it'll end it for you.
Okay.
You're no match for me.
Oh no, terrain.
And single RNG rolls. which means that 90% could absolutely whiff twice in a row if God hates you.
Alright, combat animations on, other animations, your turn.
It's smart end. Smart end is what you want.
Smart end on, cursor memory on, HP gauge is on, grid?
That's about everything. If you want to really see what blocks are on the map.
And... Yeah, I think we turn that off for now. Yeah, I think turn these down a little bit, just so voices are a little louder.
Hmm. Yeah, the mixing isn't perfect, but then again, that's just video games.
Yeah.
It's 3D
Yeah, just
as
leave
well.
it. Might as well bait him out because you're working with
Yeah,
40%.
that 30 hit is gonna...
Oh yeah, I didn't realize how low it was, yeah.
Yeah, you can just end it. He can't reach anyone.
No, Celica, stay in the forest.
Cliff, stay as far away from everyone else.
Well, that was a very eventful turn.
You're no match for me.
And also, yes, you do not ever take 0 damage in this game. You take 1.
Oh, it's always 1 every time. Okay.
You are not invincible.
Okay, that's...
Pat, for God's sakes. Licensed a god, but not that godly.
Oh my god.
I can't. I'm learning very quickly about terrain at this point.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now he's dead.
Permadeath doesn't matter for the prologue, but we are playing on classic.
Oh. Well, get him.
We're gonna bait him out.
Okay, now you might want to see where everyone else is in relative to him, because now he might actually attack him.
Because now I finally have this feature again.
Yeah, probably have Cliff run. And yeah, have Tobin run as well. Also Gray. Just everyone.
Just everybody run.
You just leave poor little Cliff in the...
He's fine.
Cliff will always want to be a loner.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Also, something I like about the animations in this game is they are more in the vein of like the SNES era of Fire Emblem, where they would actually move around and keep track of themselves in the map.
Yeah.
Felt a bit more real than the static stuff of GBA, even though the animations made up for it.
You can tell I'm not dead because I didn't fall off my horse.
Yep, because we'll be back in a dark
That is an
chapter.
important detail. There is no
Cliff,
Fog
be
of War in
like,
this
"You
map
guys
because that
abandoned
didn't
me."
exist yet. Or Fog of War in this game.
We did it! We actually did it!
You did nothing, Alm.
You did nothing.
So, wait. How did we do that exactly?
You didn't.
It's all in the wrist.
Tobin,
You mean
did
in the
nothing.
legs.
We only survived because we did exactly as Sir Myson
See,
commanded.
I like Cliff. Cliff is a realist.
Does that mean Sir
I think
Myson
Cliff is
commanded
also the
you to
youngest one in the
sound like a
group.
baby?
That's hilarious.
Just like by a year, but he's still the youngest by technicality.
How can you guys joke about this?
Grandpapa, Celica.
I think Faye and Gray are actually the oldest.
What? You're not happy? We saved the village from those despicable knaves.
Corrected. He
heroes.
saved the village. You did nothing, Alm.
To be fair,
Well-
according to our test run, Alm was the only one who was able to survive a hit.
Now that they know Celica is here,
And
they will
also,
find
this
her.
game,
It's no longer safe for her
this
to
was
stay
also a
the
feature in the
village.
original NES version as well, but this game does feature experience share, so
Oh?
everyone can feel like they did something.
I'm so sorry, Alm.
Yeah, at the end of every battle, everyone gets some experience.
Oh, okay.
Which we shall witness probably after this.
Just tell me.
Very experimental game for Fire Emblem.
It is already settled.
I mean, to
We
be
lack
fair,
the
it's the
time to
second one, and
discuss it
usually
further.
in older
Get back to the
RPGs and
village and
whatnot,
pack
that
your
was
things,
usually the
Celica.
one that was really
Hurry.
different compared to the other
Yes,
ones,
sir.
so...
Hold on a second.
I think the fact that Fire Emblem 3 was as similar to the first game as it was just because it was a remake-quel.
Yeah.
Boy, I fear that's a page you don't want to turn. Not yet, at any rate.
Oh, great. Now you're talking in riddles? I won't let you do this to her.
Might not be Jameson Price, Dougstone, but I would also listen to you just about any time of the day.
Won't listen to reason? Celica has proven she has the strength to make hard choices. Yet what of you?
Please. Don't take her away.
Would you mind looking after something for me?
But this is your good luck charm. You never take this off. It's special.
Yes, it is.
Notice it has the symbol similar to her birthmark.
I want you to keep it close always. As close as you would have kept me. My mother gave that to me. Not that I actually remember, but
Celica, I can't take this from you.
you're not taking it. I'm giving it. I pray that it keeps you safe. Take care, Alm.
Wait, Celica! Well, this turned into a fine mess. We don't know why she's leaving or even where she's going. And whatever Sir Myson knows, he isn't telling the likes of us. Hey, not everything is our business. I just feel bad for her, you know? She and Alm are different from us. Different? In what way? In every way.
Are you certain?
Greg
Celica?
clearly sees the growth rate underneath all the.
By him. I'll just end up crying. Grandpa...
Welcome, Sky Knight.
Sir
Hello.
Myson, where will I go next?
I have a place in mind. Perhaps it's time to call on an old friend. Under his care, I am certain your enemies will never find you. Forgive an old knight for failing you. Princess, had the mother willed it, I would have stayed by your side and protected you to my dying days. But I cannot leave Ram Village. Not yet.
You don't need to apologize, Sir Myson.
Enjoy the leitmotif going on in the background.
The days I spent here with you and Alm were wonderful. The experiences I had and the friends I made all mean the world to me. You don't have to be my shining knight, Sir Myson. You just have to promise to always be my grandpapa.
Of course.
Celica! Celica!
You came for me.
I want to make a new promise. One day, when I'm older and stronger, I'm going to find you. It doesn't matter where the world hides you or how long it takes. I promise to find you. So please, don't forget me, okay?
I could never forget you,
Green is very hard to forget, even in this universe.
I'll be waiting for the day we can meet again. But for now, I have to go. Grandpapa,
Yes, child?
do you think I'll ever see him again?
I do. So long as destiny wills it.
Destiny. So be it.
Shocking no one, that did not exist in the original. It was just a cold start.
Yeah, so this would be the opening originally, this part?
The narration that's about to play.
Oh, okay.
Yes. This visual never existed in the original, actually.
Okay.
It was
You
a
know, you
background
know.
dressing at most.
Hmm.
Well, this is why it's so confusing for like a lot of us that saw the announcement trailer for this game, because they really focused on that, but like we'd never seen it before because it was never really a part of the original game.
I think it's only though. I think you can only check up is if you see the Valentia asterisk, which only
the moment
lore-
the moment we got the name of the continent.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for this narration, David K. Voice of Clank. Very, very different performance.
Yeah,
when he's going like this.
I can kinda hear it, but like you really gotta listen for it.
Not actually credited for this game.
Really?
He's not listed anywhere. I just had to cross-reference from the fact that he was the voice for the narration in Kingdom Hearts 3. I can only assume it must have been like some union stuff or something.
Granted soon.
For millennia, this accord was honored, and peace did
Ah.
reign.
Border walls.
In time, the kingdom of Zofia, which Milla founded in the south, prospered with the goddess's love and blessings. Hers were a happy people who knew no toil and lived free of hardship.
Which means some
But
shit's
Milla's
gonna go
gifts
down!
failed the Zophians, and it was only a matter of time before they sank into depravity.
Ain't that a lovely king?
Meanwhile, in
Miss a
the
little bit of your face
Duma
there.
had built his own empire.
The dude just parties all day and all
It
night
doesn't feed himself at all.
Teachings of their
before he feeds himself so much and then goes and vomits it up and comes back and eats again. That was a real thing back in the medieval days because Europeans are
Let
weird.
their hearts grow cold
Oh.
and numb to all kindness. Both halves of the continent
This is
were
just
in a
an Athens
fragile
versus
state,
Sparta
and the
debate.
cracks had begun to show.
Yeah.
And now
I love how
the
like
king of
how
light
much he
will
had to say for Sophia, and then with Rigel, he kind of got right to the point.
Yo, this man doesn't like kindness. That's all you need to know.
Act 1.
Alright.
I don't remember, Prankster. I wouldn't be surprised.
Look at that sheep.
I've been
also look
noticing
at
that
this
sheep
left-
throughout like the last few like sex scenes.
Also, look at this left-handed protagonist.
Oh, a link on our hands.
Left hand represents.
Well done, Alm. We'll end today's training here. Your swordsmanship has come a long way. I've always known you had talent.
You really think so? You're not just saying that, are you, Grandfather?
Either I'm getting old or you're getting better. And we both know I'm not old.
You're 65 years old in this universe. That's pretty
That's
fucking
pretty old
man.
for medieval time, yeah.
But you saw how he beat the crap out of all those soldiers earlier. You can... Don't you dare argue with him.
I'm not a child anymore. You just said I can fend for myself. If I meet with any dangers, I'll have my sword and my wits.
That's not what this is about.
Then what is it about? Look, I've heard from the others. I know the drought's made Zofia a scary place. People are starving, and many have turned to thievery and plunder. Brigands loot villages for a mere sack of grain, and soon they'll be at our door. And don't think I haven't heard what the Regalian army has been up to. They've been crossing the border for years in violation of the Divine Accord. And with that sacred bond broken, now the terrors have resurfaced as well.
All true.
The way he refers to that, it's just kind of weird. It's just like, and zombies are back. And it's just like, there were zombies?
Wait, what? I mean, to be fair, that was like chapter 2 of Awakening. It was just random zombies showing up.
Funny
But even
enough,
then,
though,
it's not like they were like, oh, the zombies are back.
funny enough, considering that Echoes is technically the same universe.
This is the same universe as Fire Emblem 1 and 3, and therefore Awakening.
Oh, okay.
If you know, if you know your geography, you know where exactly this is taking
Oh,
place.
I know. I will make sure Pat knows later. Don't worry about that.
What's his problem?
Anyway, I was just teenage angst face.
all of us going through beginning Shonen.
Exactly
Yep.
the same as the next. I know.
The ripe age of 17, the perfect place for it.
Yep.
But you have to let me find it.
Well, actually, a little older than normal for Shonen Protect, because normally it's like 14 or 15, like kind of deal.
What's all the commotion?
He was still defined as high school.
Hmm.
Now, you can examine the environment, and I'll tell you, before you examine anything, you see the axe in the far left corner.
Oh, yep.
Do not take it.
Oh. Okay.
We'll worry about that later, but do not take it as Alm. You can take those fruits there, though.
Exploration. This was in the
Also,
original game.
yeah. We'll get a lot of good Alm quotes by examining stuff.
Those are jerks.
Hey, you see that? You see that dark spot on the side of the wall there?
This one?
Yes.
Just go to the wall here, practicing fire spells. Whoops.
If anything has a name show up, that means it's examinable or interactable.
God, I feel like I'm playing Ace Attorney or Danganronpa with like this examination mode, like right here.
I know in the original Gaiden, this was just like a straight pixel, so you're able to walk around. Here they go for a more visual novel, probably the same for not having to actually model things.
Well, if it isn't Alm, you all finished with today's training? I still remember when you were only this tall, and now look at you. Sir Mycen has certainly made a strong young man out of you. I say Sir Mycen, but the story is your grandfather was once a famous general. General Mycen. I always wondered why such a fellow would end up here. Then again, the woods around Ram have become dangerous as of late. Perhaps it's for the best that we have him. And you to keep us safe.
Oh, why it get so brighter all of a sudden?
That's strange. This is a side quest person.
I want wine. Give me wine.
Give me that homegrown wine.
King Lima dances at the end of Chancellor Desay's puppet strings. The king would rather eat grapes.
Can hear a lot of Funimation actors that I could not be bothered to parse for all of the side quests or for the minor NPCs.
I wish someone would come along and save us from ourselves already. What's that? Another Milla? Like I'd waste my prayers on a goddess as useless as her.
They're lucky they're in a universe in which gods are like real people that exist, so that you don't have to worry about them coming up to ruin your life.
Oh.
This fellow's here to see Sir Myson. He was just about to tell us more.
Look at, they're old now.
Everyone's all grown up.
He's sure come a long way just to find a whole lot of nothing. Whatever he's here for.
This is a Ray pose.
How was sword practice? Everything go okay? Sir Myson is far too hard on you. I hope you don't have any new bruises. And so it begins.
Poor Faye.
But I still can't trust a man in full armor. Keep one hand on your hilt while you talk to this guy, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Just for Ryuji. There's no hiding it.
Yeah, it's just like, God, I can hear Ryuji in that. My God.
A knight? Can you believe it? What's he doing in our village?
Which one's Tobin
You have
again?
to practically ride
He's
off the edge of
Akechi.
the map to
Okay.
find this place.
Right. Okay, so he's right, David. All right.
He's doing more of a voice, so it's harder to really
Yeah.
parse it.
Good day. You must be Sir Myson's grandson. Alm, was it? My name is Lucas. I fight for the Deliverance.
Oh,
The
you sound
Deliverance?
familiar.
Hello, Greg Chun, also known as New Ike.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I see.
I heard him here first, and this is where he's staying. Not because he's bad as Ike, but because he is so perfect as Lucas.
He met his ends.
He's also the voice of Adam in Nier Automata.
Okay.
What? You're saying it was regicide?
I fear so. It seems Desai sold Sophia to
Well.
the Regalian Empire, along with his soul.
Oh.
Perhaps even a title. Upon Lima's death, the Chancellor and the Regalian
Because we have
Yeah,
webcam, I'm going to try and imitate every one of these, every one of these faces that we keep seeing.
Good for that.
Sir Clive.
I'm going
Knights of
to eat
Sophia
this kingdom
were at one
all.
of it. He formed
Oh.
an army to free us from Regal and named it the Deliverance. However, we are outmatched and fast losing this war. We need a hero's aid.
I gotta admit, it took a
And
bit
so,
to get used to
I have come to the
Lucas's
home of one of
voice
Sophia's
delivery.
greatest heroes, Sir Myson. Do you see Alm?
I'm not
Sir
looking up
Clive would
another
not have sent me word
role
about
that Amber did,
Will you
since
take me to see your
Phil didn't
grandfather?
quite catch you.
Yes, of course. Good goblets. I knew Zofia was in hot water, but is this guy serious? So there's going to be a war? There already is one from the south.
Oh wait, of course, I'm stupid. She voices Android 18 in the TFS stuff.
Oh yeah, I was like, I was thinking it was like Amber. I was like, is
I knew,
that-
I knew I had internalized that her name, that Amber was obvious to me, but for some reason I just blanked on that.
And then who is Cliff? Again.
Lucas.
Cliff is Chris Patton, who is the voice of Linhart.
Okay, yeah,
I'll
right,
look
right,
up something more that you can hear, since it's not quite the same intonation.
What? But he's ridiculously strong. He could defeat some stuffy
He's not wrong.
chancellor with his eyes closed. Why did he
Grandfather said,
refuse with so many
I know
people
where this
suffering?
goes. I'm not getting the
I
death
cannot speak
penalty.
to Sir Myson's thinking, but it seems we misplaced our hopes. I'll have to return to our hideout and bring Sir Clive the ill news.
Oh no, almost everyone's
Simply grown too old.
performances in this is amazing.
Yeah.
It was good meeting you, Alm.
I think,
I must be on my way.
I know Fate's,
Thank you again
I
for
think
your
this
assistance.
script was done by the Awakening crew.
He's not
I know
old.
Fate's was a different.
Like
different
just
localization.
like the translation.
Like, it's by the same guys who did Awakening's translation.
Okay.
Lucas, wait!
What is it?
I'll go. I'll join the Deliverance.
You?
Oh, I love
what
this
the
song.
hell? You can't do that. Wait, can you do that? I'll admit, you fight like a beast, and they'd be lucky to have your sword. But this isn't sparring with your Gramps, Alm. You're volunteering to go to war. I know what it is. And if Grandfather won't do it, then I'll do it for him. Consider my sword as his.
I understand how you feel, but
Sir Myson has been teaching me to use a blade since I was a boy. I've received tutelage in military tactics, medicine, weather, terrain. I know as much about war as any man who has never seen one can.
Oh no, it was Gaiden, FMA Brotherhood.
Yeah.
My mistake. He was the voice of Asura in Soul Eater.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't quite remember who Asura is.
What's an Asura? The Kishin?
Then you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
You
then,
can't
yeah.
be serious.
Why not? Alm presents a good case.
And he's also the voice of Turles in Modern Dragon Ball.
Clearly a hero's fire. His presence is
I'm
sure.
gonna
I left
take
that.
your
I knew
grade
that. I
from-
knew I remember read that one, but I left it off because I mean,
Yeah.
who of us here cares too much about Dragon Ball these days?
Now that he'll be doing it for the deliverance.
Yes, that is. I mentioned that earlier. The Fa.
You won't regret this.
We'll get to Faye, don't worry.
This
Will we?
really takes the cake.
The problem is we don't. That's kind of the whole issue.
Far too dangerous.
Well, does Faye just kind of get dropped, like, dropped
No,
off in the
we'll-
story arc,
You'll
or?
see.
Y'all,
Just don't do it, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
the moment you get a
I've made up my
way to
mind,
talk to her.
But maybe all of you could come with me.
Okay, Awakening and Echoes were from
Splendid
Studio
idea.
8-4,
Maybe we could all
while
get
Fates
impaled
and
on the
Three
same
Houses were
lance.
Treehouse. Okay.
I'm just saying we could do it together. Fighting, I mean, not the lance. Grandfather,
know.
We could
An
use
Effie kebab would be entertaining.
You already know how to use a sword and a bow, so what's the problem? Are you insane? We were sparring with wooden fences and tree trunks. They don't hit back. Oh,
Just
sod
stab in
it
the
all.
trees.
I'm not as bright as I'd like to think I am, so, count me in. Gray, not you too. Me too, Toby Poo. It's better than waiting for Rigel to reach Ram and
Gray has a lot of great stuff in this game.
might as well bring the fight to that.
If you like bro characters, you'll like Gray.
Alright.
There's a reason Max was the voice of both Gray and Ryuji.
he has a type.
We need every
He really hits it pretty well.
I mean, Robbie, David, it's kind of weird hearing him not play the Akechi or just letting up
You mean we
the
get paid?
blatantly evil characters kind of deal, you know?
Mhm.
Our soldiers were
Because he does the same in Guilty Gear Strive as well.
to offer compensation.
Yeah. Whereas, like, a similar thing with, like, Greg Chun, where his voice is pretty consistent with a lot of his performances, which is why it just him as Lucas just kind of went perfectly for me. And then I heard him as Ike, and I was just like, it's not quite hitting it for me.
Why don't you all take a little time to think about it? Let's split up for now and meet back here later. I need to go thank my grandfather and say goodbye.
And you can examine around here too.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's
can examine, there's
there's
probably
items to pick up all over. Tobin practicing archery.
Whatever soldiers we have around here.
Much defense, not fair play. I don't know how, but
Oh no, a wooden wall.
Slash
Whatever
fence.
shall we do?
little carried away in sword practice.
If you look near the thing there, yeah.
Woo,
Grab
from the
all of
ground.
them. There's also that good old flower.
Okay.
That's everything here. So Cliff practice magic. Tobin practice arrows, and Cliff practice the sword.
Do you have a minute?
It's almost like they're telling you who they might be ideal to play as. I don't know.
Huh. Where is he? Grandfather? Grandfather!
Ah shit.
Ah, fuck.
Faye is one note, Brandon. That's the problem.
It's the problem compared to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he is. Over here.
Nope. Gotta keep hitting auto advance each time.
Does this mean you're coming with us? Sure am. I can tell Mom and Pa we're worried, but I think they'll understand. Listen, everyone. Try not to be amazed when I show Alm up on the battlefield. You know they don't pay extra for that, right, Moneybags?
There's nothing wrong with fighting for coin. Many people do. We don't have any rules stating one's reasons must be noble. Now then, Alm, were you able to say goodbye to your grandfather?
About
I
that.
tried, but I couldn't find him.
Well, that
He's
is
a fickle
vexing.
man.
I suppose we could tarry.
He also moves fast for a 65-year-old man.
It's all right.
He's got a
Let's
horse.
Oh, Are you certain?
65-year-old man in medieval eras, I should specify.
Yeah.
Can't wait forever.
If you're talking modern age, 65-year-old men's, I'm pretty sure a good number of them could kick my ass from here to the next week. Notice how only 3 of them joined you automatically.
I'm staying with you no matter what. End of discussion.
And also notice you can say no.
You know, I guess
So, yeah, technicality, Cliff and Faye are optional recruitments. The downside, don't expect them to be relevant in the story after this.
And also, this is a reference to the original game, in which you could just leave the village without recruiting everyone available.
Yeah. Gray
was the only
Tobin
one-
were
yeah,
Gray
Gray was
Tobin
the
were
only-
optional.
Gray was the only one who was mandatory.
Yeah.
Even Tobin was sitting off to the side.
And considering Tobin's status in the original Gaiden.
Oh, poor Tobin. Oh, Tobin was garbage in the original Gaiden.
But family will
Oh,
they
Faye's
buffed him
amazing in battle. She's one of the best units in Alm's side of the story.
Faye as a
It's one of those Faye as a unit is fucking amazing, but like as a character leaves bit to be desired. Kind of deal.
Yeah.
Once we get into battle, I shall explain the support system of this game.
Not just to prove him as a teacher, but to prove myself to me.
But yeah, poor Gray was a solid unit. Cliff was godlike, and Tobin. Oh, Tobin.
Tobin was just fucking trash.
I think his emphasis back in the day used to be like skill.
Which how much does that mean in Fire Emblem? Like,
with single roll RNG and bad growth rates by today's standards, yeah, it didn't mean much.
So you really have gone crazy.
You see, Tobin is a very bad unit, but if you don't want to get him killed at all.
Do you think it's Celica? What? Celica?
Thankfully, Tobin got very much buffed in this game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She was here. You barely.
In fact, he was one of the best units in my most recent playthrough.
I guess that's true. Maybe it is her. Celica. Are you the one who's been calling me? I know that you're out there. I don't know where, but I can feel
I have so many missed calls on my phone, but I don't know who the number's from.
Brendan, I don't know if you're referencing the fact that Kari's a great Persona ally, but not a great character.
I think that's what he's referring to. Of like, Yukari's amazing in battle, but like as a character, she's kind of eh.
I disagree, but that is me. Also, look, a world map.
Yeah. So hold on. Place the cursor. Oh wait, how do I read the? How do I read? No, I gotta. On. Oh wait, art.
First press start. Yeah, get rid of that stuff.
So wait, do I gotta like fight all of these battles to get to?
You will make your way to the end of the map.
Okay.
That's the goal.
So okay.
Check everyone's inventory. Might as well.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just also getting used to the control layout and stuff like that on here too. So inventory. No wait. There we go. I gotta keep remembering that because like I have it set to, you know, to the 3DS controls. I keep forgetting that A is technically this button over here and not the bottom button kind of deal. So a little throwing me off.
But yeah, like how the Fob mentioned a little bit in the chat. It's basically, like you have mini chapters that are required throughout the entire main chapter.
I also really like that they have different portraits for the.
How do I?
You have one item, sir.
You can only hold one item per unit.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I see it down on the bottom screen. So sword, lance, sword, sword.
So,
lots of
villagers
swords.
use sword.
You can use.
You have one, maybe 2 weapons to your class.
Okay.
And one inventory spot.
Oh God. Ooh.
Yeah.
You get an item to consume, or you get a weapon.
So yeah.
Welcome to NES era Fire Emblem,
God.
my friend.
That's gonna take some
getting. One of the reasons why
you gotta think.
That's gonna take some adjusted.
Some people get married to weapons.
See, this is we're reaching the part where Echoes is almost there.
I love the fact that you only have one item because you actually have to think. It's infuriating when it goes wrong, but it's fun to try and think about.
Also, yes, you can eat flour.
Oh yeah, man. When you have to work for it, you have to work for it. Also, notice that with the army. First of all, when you go into your pause screen. So you have order of first order. So this is where people will appear on the starting maps.
Okay.
So like they're predefined spots. For mandatory encounters, you can swap where their spots will be. But for non-mandatory encounters, you'll be hard set with like these guys will start in this spot. So if you ever want to try and think around that, you can try. It's not always consistent, but it's there. Second of all, you see Gray.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that icon by him?
That means he can promote right now.
Oh! What the fuck?
Once you get to the proper point.
Of course.
But as you can see, level 5 is the promotion point for villagers.
Okay.
Actually, it might be level 3. He's just really OP and just never got to leave the village.
It's like...
Let me actually adjust, because it is a little... let me adjust my crop on this, because I am noticing it's cutting it off a little bit.
Do what you need to.
Top. There, okay. And then I think, let me get on the main screen as well, because I am noticing that's also not correct as well.
Can't be tamed. It's 3 for villagers, Sky Knight, because Tobin is level 2 and he is not ready to promote yet. But I do recall in my playthrough that it took like just 1 level up for him to get ready, so I believe it is level 3. You had something to say, Sophie?
So in my playthrough, I think I had most everybody around level 10-ish before promotion. It's better. Technically it's better in the long run to go full, get everybody to full 20, but that requires a lot of ground.
Oh, absolutely disagree.
Well, that's what I say. It seems to varies depending on the playthrough.
This is not modern Fire Emblem, and I can explain why when we get there.
Yeah. Like some people argue it's good, other people say it's not.
Good.
Don't worry, guys. I can get. I'll inform Pat when we get to it when it's relevant.
We just left the village. Take one step at a time.
This might as well be the equivalent of like, I'm ready to leave the village, and then immediately trips on a rock.
Ah, fuck!
I mean, basically, you're not. Okay. You take 2 steps out, and suddenly bandits.
Yeah, there's already bandits waiting.
All right.
You have to physically move.
Okay.
Remember your buttons.
Okay, so I actually had to click on him, and then
you can examine the map to see what you're getting yourself into, but you have to physically click on them to move.
So it's like you're moving them on the map, kind of deal.
Also, notice how it's referred to as first of Flotsam.
Yeah.
This game does keep track of how many movements you have over the course of your playthrough. And there is an achievement tied to beating the game as fast as possible.
These here woods belong to me and my boys, see? So if you want to be passing through, you're gonna have to pay the toll.
How is this village?
I am fairly confident that right there is shit. What's your name? Keith Severston.
Yeah.
He's basically doing his Speedwagon voice from JoJo Part 1 and 2.
Alright.
It is funny, most of your NPCs are going to be speaking in very British-like accents. And then our main characters are like, I just got hired.
Without experience, your friends will never grow into accomplished fighters. Trust them.
You have like 4 villagers on. Jeez.
At least let them deal the final.
Also, yeah, you do not have, well, you technically have a Jagan in the form of Lucas right there. But also, Alm could pretty much one-shot most of the early game.
But so they essentially explain, let them do all the work and then have everybody come in and take their If you played Awakening, you know how villager grinding works.
Yep.
So yeah, best to have Lucas and Alm soften them up so everyone else can. Lucas and Alm and Gray.
Yeah.
Just got to be careful of the woods there because it means pirates can make use of it too.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
And like other games, Alm can have access to the provisions.
Yes.
Prove yourself, Tobin. Right.
Gray. Tobin will come in later. Not much I can personally say about the AI, other than the fact that it is very wonky.
I do appreciate that there's different sprites for the normal and the profile UI.
Mhm.
Though, like, there's apparently full bodies for everyone, but not every full body got released, so that's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Get used to hearing this song. Get used to hearing this song.
Oh my god, you.
And all of these are the original map and battle themes from the from Gaiden.
Okay, I would like for you to pay attention. Okay, not that one.
Use a different map screen. No.
First pick Gray and have him not attack yet, but click on the enemy because I want to show you something. So click on the enemy. Notice
you
to
see
your
that
left.
faces.
Oh, so is that like the three houses like?
Passive support bonuses.
Oh,
Passive
okay, yeah,
support
support. Yeah, the support bonuses. I remember this from Three Houses had this. They actually, because I remember Three Houses gave you stat boosts for everybody. I don't think Awakening and Three Houses had that. I think you only just got like support points with them if they were close by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This uses the old system, which I think was introduced properly in FE3, where characters just being near certain other characters would grant bonuses to their stats in battle.
And if you notice that pink bar, that means those two characters can have support combos.
The pink bar?
You'll probably notice when we attack.
Don't worry too much about getting kills, but definitely try to get them as you can.
Okay.
Tobin will be easy to get kills. It's mostly going to be Cliff and Faye that have the problem killing right now.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, the moment you see the lights show up like that, that's what proves that they have a support line.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they have to get their support conversation up before they can start giving bonuses.
Alright.
Now, the annoying thing is that not everybody has support combos for their passive. In fact, only some people only has like one support combo in the entire game.
Ugh.
They were very
Which I'm like, it's for certain characters and how the awaken system is very jarring.
I'm glad to have less, because when I was playing Awakening and Fates, I tried to get all of them in a single playthrough like a madman, and so I burned myself out super hard.
Like, I
But
appreciate
it's
them.
also like, can we have a little bit more to eat, please?
It's yeah.
Also, I
the
can
idea
actually
of
you finish up, Sophie, but I can explain something about AI.
it's very limiting, but Echoes is kind of the thing where support combos are too limiting.
So you saw some of those pirates just didn't bother attacking?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the far top left of the map.
Oh, they're aiming for
When
that.
they're low on HP, most enemies will try to get to HP restoration spots. It is not entirely consistent. So sometimes you can't plan for it. It's like, oh, they're low health. They'll run for because I think the priority is that they'll typically always try to go for health unless they can guarantee a kill on one of your allies. I think that's the AI priority.
Essentially, they actually care about living.
And there's a lot of health restoration stations in this game.
Because right now I'm kind of in an awkward spot where everybody just keeps leaving them with like 1 HP left. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, it's early game Fire Emblem for you.
I think if you can have Tobin give that damage, probably
Tobin will leave him with 6 HP. How much can Cliff do to him?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Cliff.
Cliff.
Go to your side.
Doesn't really matter. He will do 5 damage, so yeah, he won't kill. Well, actually, no, he has a support line with Gray, so he won't get a bonus yet.
Okay, so hold on. How much you have? 16. Okay, so 5, 6.
I apologize for earlier, Sky Knight, because yeah, I was thinking I didn't understand the AI as well as I did.
Hold on. Yeah, an idea.
And also, you do have a 6 crit chance, so he could just steal the kill from you.
Cliff!
Epic slowdown there. Well, at least Faye can get it.
That's what I was kind of hoping. Just for Faye to get something kind of deal.
And also, a small thing you might notice that if anyone's blades sweep over the grass, they will actually cut it.
Oh, cool.
They're basically all lightsabers. They'll just cut anything with even the slightest motion.
We're done.
Hey! Woo! Alright.
And post-battle report.
Oh, okay, it actually shows who killed the most and stuff like that. Alright.
And...
Wait for it.
EXP share.
Woo! Neat.
Yes! We won! That was some fine swordsmanship, Alm. I can see you have more than a bit of your grandfather in you.
You think so?
Every time.
Let's kill the next ones.
You gotta get used to that. That's gonna take a few sessions, I feel.
Fleecer's Forest.
Be fleecing.
Hold, everyone.
What is it, Lucas? More brigands? It seems the rumors were no exaggeration.
Based on their numbers, I surmise they must have a hideout nearby. But we can ill afford to pick fights with every cut-person rogue we encounter. Let's sit back and lay low until they depart.
Did you get a look at the wench we nabbed this morning? Hoo-wee!
I think that's Patrick Sayes.
That sounds like him, yeah.
Brigand 2 is a bit more generic sounding.
Oh yeah, that's Patrick Sayes, yeah.
They've taken a prisoner?
Let's just be calm and...
Oh, here we go.
Wait.
I gotta punch something!
Shonen protagonist power, go!
I love it when Lucas gets to dad, but like, no, please, no.
Or else what? You must really want a knife.
I do like that line read there of the laugh into a cough. I feel like that was almost natural, but it works perfectly for it.
Look over there.
The beginning of bows.
Yep.
So this is the beginning where archers are actually useful.
Oh wait, archers can attack from on. Okay, yeah. Wait, 3 spaces already?
3 spaces.
Just by a default bow in this game? What?
Default.
Oh fuck.
And they can attack at 1 range too.
Oh, okay, archers, I'm guessing, are pretty damn good in this game. But then,
Patrick,
I have stories of my archer.
no idea.
I have stories about my archer in this game.
Oh, archers
I
in this
broke entire
game.
maps with archers.
Oh, late game archers are mean.
I have some recommendations for villager.
Oh, there's a discussion we can have about two in particular.
Yeah.
That's especially funny coming off of recently doing like 3 houses and stuff like that. Because archers are a little in 3 houses, and so that's gonna be like some complete reverse of that in here.
Let's give 3 houses credit. You can find some views with archers compared to older games.
Well, I guess archers that aren't Shamir kind of deal. Because Shamir just kind of stays amazing throughout the entire game.
Oh yeah, Sky Knight. I will inform Pat of that later on, but not now. Let's save that for later. Because I know exactly which one Sky Knight's probably referring to, and I can agree wholeheartedly, but we'll save it for later.
I do have to rely on my memory of this game because I was planning on replaying this game, but then I learned that I need to get a new battery charger.
No. I'm not trying to call you out, Sky Knight. I'm just want to leave it for later.
Well, Sophie, you can use Citra like me if you want to do playthrough. You do have a powerful PC now, so you totally could do that. I can send you the stuff for her and set it up and stuff like that.
So, what can Tobin do to him?
Okay. Yeah.
That's Cliff.
Just gonna make him hide in here.
I love Cliff's face. It's just like
You don't need to be this careful this early on in the game.
Okay.
Especially because you really want to get everyone to level 3 so they can promote as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, Faye, you need some honey. Oh, I just saw her level. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I really want to try and get Faye up, like, as fast. Like, cause she's really behind already right out of the gate.
She's currently better off than Cliff right now.
Really?
Cliff has even less EXP. And he has luck as his best stat right now, which is garbage at this point in the game.
If we're lucky, she might crit.
Well, this guy's on a forest, so she'll be lucky if she hits.
Damn.
You might as well deal with him, he'll just be an issue later.
Get rid of their most dangerous unit right now.
No thank you required.
Just a cute detail later on in the playthrough that I'll be able to point out is to how even the developers knew how great bows were.
Better than you expected?
And by the developers, I mean all the way back in Gaiden.
Well, the level up theme is different in this one. Oh!
Yes, it is. Wow, Tobin.
Damn! Good level up, right? Get the right class change. Nice.
At level 3.
Damn. It's just like, that's a
early.
good first level up of this playthrough. I like that.
I believe the progression of level ups in this game is, for non-magic users, 3, 5, 7.
What does that mean?
3, 5, 7, 10. Like, that's the level of which they can promote.
Okay.
Like,
3
yeah.
You need to be 3 from villager, then 5 for that, 7. Yeah, 3, 5, 7, 10. Also a different battle theme depending on whose phase it is. Other games have had this for a long time, but it's became a bit more noticeable.
I like his little spin he does at the end, at the beginning of every turn. Like, wow!
I'm the
Cliff, get
protagonist
your ass
character.
over here. You need grinding.
Even if they can't kill, like, you might as well swing. It's experience.
Yeah. Damn it!
And there's the single roll RNG. Yeah, might as well have, well, I'm not sure what guys are trying to run to. Oh, there's a fort way down at the bottom left of the map they're trying to get to.
Oh.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir, but you have to die.
suppose this might give you the level 3 at this point. Yeah.
Lucas keeps false animating that he's gonna go to a crit.
The soldier class becomes the knight class, so yeah. Expect a lot of attacks, HPs, and defenses from Lucas. And not much else.
Alas.
Just block him in. Because I want to get the others to try and get HP at the kid.
You can do it, Gray. I believe in you.
Boom, boom.
I believe in him.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're
Okay. Well, now there's no one. It's because the boss was sitting on the pad. That was a blocked off space, so they went to the next available one. Now that he's off, they're going for it.
Oh, it's like finding a parking space at the local grocery store. He comes out like, quick, everyone, get it!
Yeah, Sky Knight. My Lucas didn't do too amazingly in my most recent playthrough either.
I can handle it.
My very first playthrough, Lucas was like a beast, but then in my most recent one, it was like, you could be doing better.
I believe in you, Faye.
What can Gray do to the one in the back?
Oh, kill that one. Yeah.
He can kill him. Yeah, he might as well probably do that because I don't think anyone else can reach him.
Yeah.
I feel like you can pretty much just now cherry pick them from their healing spot now.
Yeah.
I think I'm having...
Might as well swing.
Let's assume it's just the better one. Well, actually, that will put her in bushes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably run after this because they'll be at like very low HP, but hey.
Congratulations, Faye, you actually hit something.
I mean, she's gotten some kills.
And I think...
Alm needs levels too.
Yeah, huh? Go ahead, Alm. Damn it!
That's perfect, actually.
Oh, yeah, then actually the other two can kill.
Yeah,
Unless you guys...
yeah, either Cliff or Faye. Someone go for the kill.
Please, actually hit. I was gonna be like, I swear to God, if you miss right now, I'm gonna
You like the villager's like stinger kill.
Yeah.
Just run into the battle and immediately just stab.
Faye's like, I got this!
Fuck!
Faye.
Well, that didn't go well.
To be fair, he's on a Nintendo era throne. Like those things are stupid with their void.
Oh God. Now I'm getting immediate flashbacks to like our 7 playthrough with fucking Thrones there too. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't expect
And also,
to pick
everyone
on...
has a different voice line for how much HP they have left.
I didn't expect to pick on Faye so early in this playthrough. I'm sorry.
Have her back up one and bait him into coming out because I think he'll have enough HP.
Yeah.
Actually,
the moment
bait him down here or to this spot.
Down there so more people can get after him.
Corner him, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have everyone just close in.
I guess have Cliff nearby in case.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, this is good.
Lucas, fine.
Motherfucker!
Oh, this guy's playing the dirty game. No.
I mean, he could probably do it, but he won't.
But the level's not...
Might as well wait for him to come out. As lame as it is, because we want to get him off that stupid throne.
Do we just want to surround it at this point, or...?
Sure.
Wait for him to come out, because you can't attack over the throne, so... You can only surround him once he leaves.
There we go.
There we go.
Brandon, well, we have the Divine Pulse, feature.
We'll get that in a bit. We don't have it right now, but
I mean, we'll
yeah,
save
we won't worry about it.
if it were, on a super long map kind of deal, but, I want to try and avoid it as much as we can, sort of deal.
We should be fine.
Especially, we are just starting, so, we don't have to worry about that for a while.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about future stuff.
I think Echoes first doesn't have the original save state where you can just save in the between. You save and then they kick you out.
I'm ready.
So you can't really...
Okay, that'll bring him down to 9.
What does What does Tobin do?
If we can get Tobin to not crit something.
Yeah, he can get him set up for someone to, as long as he doesn't get a crit. And if he does, oh well.
Nice!
Nice. All right, who do you want to level up?
Okay, let's see. I guess, because I think Cliff has actually. Can I see their movement? They both have the same movement.
Everyone has 4 move at the start, except for Alm because he's special.
Alright, give me a good one.
Yep, I definitely.
Those are all the best stats to get.
Yeah.
Also, resistance stat. Most people either have 0 or less than 10%. And that's how it was back in Gaiden, because fuck you.
So I'm guessing magic is also really fucking good because of that too.
That 99
Yeah.
Well,
You better hope your res goes up when you promote.
sorry,
Faye is actually an exception because she was made for this game, so she has a better resistance stat. Still not great, but it's higher.
Oh, Faye was not in the original?
She is a new character.
Okay.
She's a new character.
Which is why she was even more... It's the Persona 4 problem.
Oh.
I was introduced in this new version of the game. Oh, cool. Oh, no.
She was introduced purely for the fact that we need more females in this route.
Shrines like this were built by folks so they had a place to worship Milla. But famine and other problems kind of put a damper on most Zophians' piety. Now they're mostly just home to brigands and the like. Then the woman
After Echoes, people really start to realize how poor the world building in Fates actually is.
Yeah, so,
And now we're introduced to Gaiden's original.
Stay away from me! I'm only the stupid watchman. I just watch things.
Okay.
Fair?
Okay. So this new mechanic from Gaiden and that converted to Echoes. Dungeons!
Oh.
Dungeon crawling.
No.
So your party will be limited because if you're outside battles, you can actually have your entire party in the battlefield at once.
Except in dungeons, you're limited to 10 slots.
All right, prepare for tutorials.
The enemy could be anywhere. We need to proceed carefully.
Alright, and don't you take really explore our environment freely. Make combat with an enemy in combat will ensue. Oh! At any point seems too dangerous, you can evacuate to get rid of dungeon. Okay.
And also, you see this grass in front of you?
Cut.
Dank smell of mold
Swing.
permeates the shrine.
Yeah.
It's filled with the rogues who crawl about the place.
Please not eat the mole, Alm.
It's become such a welcome haven for brigands.
Get used to this now.
I'm immediately thinking of, like, the beginning of Twilight Princess with this, like...
And also, enemy encounters. First strike.
If you hit first strike, you lose.
This feels weird! Like... Just, I'm used to
Welcome
this in
to-
turn-based games kind of deal instead of, like, strategy games, so, like, it's a little weird sort of deal.
Welcome to Gaiden, motherfuckers.
Enjoy your stay.
Just leave it to me.
All right.
I've got
So
this.
So
do,
how it
do
was
all-
in Gaiden was you would enter the dungeon, and they weren't really random encounters per se, as in rather there was just a hard line that was the hitbox of this will trigger the encounter of this area. You walk into it, it triggers, you have to fight, you continue on.
Allow me.
They expanded it into something a bit more interactive.
Yep.
Thought you were glad, did you?
So yeah, this one was very inspired by Final Fantasy with how they approached a
Oh,
lot of it.
yeah.
Yeah, let's get most of our grinding done in this dungeon, and we'll be good to go.
Well, the original, to reference something JoJo just said about a spiritual sequel, that's what Sacred
Oh.
Stones was. Like, Sacred Stones took a lot of elements of this game from having 2 major protagonists, a world map, and random encounters, and made that into what that structure was.
Just for that, let Cliff attack it.
I'm done with that.
Yeah, Faye got all that stuff, might as well.
By the way, oh!
The excitement in Sophie's voice.
You see that, Faye? That's how you do a kill.
By the way, guys, reminder, I think it's I forget if it's a sub emote or a follow emote, but there is an RNG emote we have in chat now, and I want you guys to use that throughout this playthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are.
So yeah, this is also because of the EXP share. Also, yeah, there's the fatigue system.
Oh, no.
This is more relevant with longer dungeons, but this is how they keep you from just sitting in a dungeon and grinding and grinding and grinding.
So, do people just have to be outside the party in order to heal that fatigue?
The moment you leave a dungeon, their fatigue is restored. And also, yeah, the positions you see here is what they would start out with in the order of your party. So if you want to
I think
try
I
to
want to change that
anticipate,
order up, so...
it's best to usually get whoever you want to level up closer to where the encounters are so you can get them in.
Yeah. Alright,
Speaking of RNG, I can actually talk about something that was also in the original Gaiden, which... Oh, I'm doing the meme Sakurai pose right now because they decided to have random drops in this game, or rather, specifically Gaiden, and brought back to this. During enemy encounters like this, some enemy types would have a RNG chance of dropping a rare item. What you could find, big fucking emphasis on could, is something that is an angel ring, something you will get later. Which, when held, will give you HP restoration at the start of the battle, or the start of the turn, and increases your luck stat by 20.
That will be very useful to a certain class that will be introduced in.
The chance you could get it, I believe, don't quote me on this because I don't remember the specific number, is less than 1%.
Oh.
And that is the highest chance item in the game that is RNG dropped. There are some that are less than 1%. Less than 1/10%. Because the devs were like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Cool, and you might be lucky enough to tell your friends at the playground, and they would never believe you.
It's time!
Wait, what is time?
Look in front of you.
Pot?
Pots.
He's linking more ways than one.
Okay, well, everybody can now can class up when it's time. Oh, Alm and Lucas can't now. Okay.
I mean, they are promoted classes.
Oh, okay, they already are promoted. All right. So... Oh, okay. Alm's always gotta be one guy. Yeah.
He is the main character.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, just cut all the grass and break all the pots you can, and open chests. And hey, look, a sword.
Just eat a sword out of the pot.
Oh, you hear that sound? We'll first kill this guy. Hopefully the item stays there.
Imagine you're just shooting pots and then you hit someone. Oh. Now the villagers can take some hits.
Yeah.
I mean, they already could.
Allow me.
Just leave it to me.
Also get used to hearing those voice clips because that is the one that they have at the start of every map.
Well, I mean, that was like the same in 3 houses and stuff like that. They only had one
Yeah.
line at the start. Kind
But these battles come back to back a lot faster.
Sorry.
This was also quite jarring from Awakening and Fates, where there's only the one portrait that doesn't change at all when they do a crit quote.
Yeah.
So you just have this flat face just staring at you as they say a line. The DLC was definitely a little much for this game.
Which is why we are using Citra.
I still haven't bought the DLC in my own playthrough or in my own system because fuck, I didn't have that kind of money
RPGs
right
tend
then.
to be a little overpriced on DLC a lot. I tend to notice.
You see, my main issue with the DLC for Echoes is that they lock support combos over it.
This
So,
game
and
probably
considering
had some
this game-
development issues. Most games do.
Considering this game is already lacking supports, the fact that you're locking behind well-needed character stuff behind paywalls, I'm like, please.
So yeah, the item disappeared. So break the rest of the grass and pots. Oh
That's not
What?
supposed to look like that. I'm guessing.
no, that's a
then-
weird texture thing.
Oh wait,
Must be
let
the
me
emulation.
let me
Did you
try
do that by
something.
running?
Yeah, that was by running. Let me just flick one setting in here real fast. Let's see if this does anything.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I
running
was just reminded of something else that the devs didn't want you to see, but I can tell you. And this was meant to be in the game.
And I think that caused the game to crash. What did you do?
Uh-oh.
That caused. Well, it's only at the beginning of the dungeon, I think, for that. So we didn't lose too much.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
I just hit for more accurate texture stuff, which sometimes causes the game to run a little worse. But I just want to test it real fast.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, start of the shrine. Might as well switch their order up now, so
Yeah.
Faye and Cliff can get in.
Wait. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now we can check if this.
They're gonna throw the tutorial at you again.
Yeah.
The enemy could be anywhere.
Yeah, blah.
Press start. Cut this grass aggressively. Now it's doing it again. It's still doing it intends to do the weird blur effect because of how fast you're running.
It's okay. It's not as bad.
But that's still not accurate, too.
Oh.
It's not quite how it's supposed to be.
Oh, you got ambushed, so they get the first turn.
And
they
also,
have
if
that.
there's nearby enemy encounters, they can all show up on the same map.
Ah, okay, so that's what's going on at this point, Gaia.
We're playing normal classic.
Yep.
I just love the gasps.
No!
I don't intend to be mean. Like, I don't want it to come off that way, but it's just so adorable.
Okay, I am noticing it is lagging the game a little bit, so I am
Let's do what we were doing before.
I'm going to save state first and foremost.
This is what save states will be for. It's not for anything with the game itself, but the emulation.
Well, the good thing is Faye got a better level up here, so I'll be a
so
little.
yeah.
I'll be a little more nice to her now.
Okay, that didn't cause a game crash this time. Good. And then.
Stand back.
Okay. Yeah, Alm, get a level up for sure.
Stab him in the gut. All I can say is I know what HP Alm and Celica, not really a spoiler, should have by the end of the game.
Allow me.
Well, they have different animations, but it's very clear they're gonna kill the person.
A little emphasis animation. Ooh, if I could kill him next turn. Yeah, Gray, do your thing.
It. To be fair, that does get. I know the enemy one does get annoying for me.
Yeah, especially because they're speeding through it anyway. I just want to get back to my turn.
My turn has the better music. I love that she spins.
I like she cut the grass in her animation just to flex.
Exactly, like everyone's weapon is a lightsaber.
Very amusing. Full marks.
He's a very snarky 15-year-old. So is to say a 15-year-old. I also love how it's like you have earned the right to class change.
Yeah. Feel
It's
good
very-
about it.
Funnily enough, Sky Knight, with the exception of Faye, most people can become ninjas. We'll get there.
It's kind of a shame, like it's kind of a shame that Cliff probably only has like one other support combo for his character, because I feel he can be a, if the game let him comment more, he can be a pretty fun to bounce off.
Well, at the very least, they have base conversations in this game. So whenever you go to a place where people have their portraits standing around, you can talk to them, and it will progress a more or less support line, quote unquote, between Alm and the characters.
Oh yeah.
So that's how you can get most of their like backstory and stuff like that. So there's
I
not
appreciate
lacking
that.
for content. It's just not the meat of a dialogue that they're having with someone else.
It's more so you have to pay attention and look for it, because I feel
Yeah,
you
you
can
can-
miss most of them.
Yeah, because
depending
they
on
just
the
don't show up at the village, then you're not going
Yeah.
to hear what they have to say.
I love the stinger every time.
So I think you cleared out all the enemies in the area, so you can freely just break pots and cut grass to your heart's content.
At the very least, we had some better stat boosting for that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah. Stand next to a blade of grass. Don't cut it. Oh well. Okay, you mashed through that. There is fortune in this game, and it uses coins to do it, and they randomly will fall out of grass and stuff. So you see that grass right there? Just
Yeah.
stand next to it and tilt and spin the camera. Just look at the grass. No, it's just spin the camera. Don't zoom in.
How
Just
do I-
spin
how
it
do I-
around.
Oh, I see.
It should just be a rotate on the right stick. Whatever your smaller, you should have a.
I think I actually need to map the other stick real fast. I don't think I did that. Hold
That
on.
will probably help. It's not
Well,
too
just because
necessary, but it helps
because
dungeon crawling.
most 3DS games don't use the stick at all, so or is it because the system
this one
normally
did.
doesn't have one? So
This one did, and it helps. And I might also the devs might not have really thought about having that right stick because oh boy. So yeah, if you can just
no.
Huh.
well, if you can't get the right stick working, the camera, or rather the grass moves to match the camera, so it's always visible.
Ah.
So when you're
my
standing
God.
still and you have full control of the camera and you just tilt it, you can just see the grass physically moving to keep in line with it. It looks really bad.
Yep.
So yeah, silver marks and gold marks are pickups you can find that are what you'll use to upgrade your weapons later on.
They just throw the sword out. Someone's
Yeah,
gonna
it just
get stabbed.
jumped out at you. The announcement of this playthrough is what got me to beat this game again in a week, Sky Knight, so I get the feeling.
Just the adrenaline.
So if there's any kind of grinding you want to do between sessions in this game,
Just go to these
this is the
places.
kind. Well,
Okay.
this is what you would do, and also you'd be just cutting and destroying everything to get marks,
Yeah.
Oh my
and
god.
also getting random items. Hey, look,
We got wine.
alcohol, which is a Q-in that I can talk about with cut content in this game.
Oh boy.
Originally, they had intended it.
Huh? What are you scrawny little
I'll wait
rats
for
want?
Brigand Boss to say his things.
You got nerve barging in here, just as I was getting to the main event. Kill 'em, boys, and be creative about it.
Consumable items are in this game, as you already know, including, well, intended to be alcoholic items that were going to only be consumable by characters of 21 years or older.
Stand back.
or 20 years older, whatever. It was adult age for by modern standards.
Yeah.
But then the devs looked at it as like, well, most of these armies are made up of teenagers. It'd probably be a bit dumb or unbalanced to have all these items that most of your units couldn't use.
Whoa, Tobin!
Yeah. So they cut it out, and they have now a second purpose, which is kind of better in my opinion. I totally agree, Sky Knight. Also, yeah, the boss theme here is pretty good. Boss themes, actually, a lot of them are really good.
Not even close.
I like Alm's fighting stance. Just like he's got the one hand on the hip, and it's like.
It's a relatively.
Looks like he's supposed to be holding like a rapier or something with that fighting stance kind of deal, rather than an iron sword.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if his original sprite was a modified version of Marth's back in the day.
Probably. Kill you? Damn it!
Gonna get real used to that. I mean, ooh, Greg can set him up nicely.
Oh, nice. Everyone is so close to level up.
At last, a kill.
Well, yeah, he's dead. Good sir.
It's also funny how a lot of people have quotes of like, "That's gonna be sore in the morning," or "Oh, now you got hurt," or something.
Dead.
Like, you killed them. This isn't Fates where we have to keep them safe and alive for some dumb reason. I mean, I get the reason. That's because Corn has to stay safe. Well, hey,
I mean,
man,
it's
he got
speed,
the level up to start with.
Now, Faye, I want you to kill this man.
Get that motherfucker!
Put me towards your enemy, Alm. I will murder them all.
Yay!
A relatively real quote from this game.
He says that as she makes this pose. It's beautiful.
It's nice to get stronger.
Okay, one. Oh.
You. And hey, look.
Alcohol!
I mean, no reason.
Oh,
I forgot this chapter ended when you killed the boss. Oh well, at least she got to promotion.
Yeah.
everyone
Okay.
on promotion? Are we good? Are we good?
All right. Well, talk to our good friend here.
Are you all right?
Are you a magic user?
Who are you? How did I get here?
Okay, it's another game of figure out the voice actor, because you sound really familiar.
I know you've heard her in at least 2 different places.
Kidnapped you and took you here.
I'll wait until we're given her name.
Gone. We dealt with them before they could do you any harm.
I see. Thank you, sir.
Oh, God.
After those ruffians seized me, I passed out.
Fuck, you sound familiar, but I can't put the name on it.
I'm just admiring the gorgeous redesigns.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, Silk here was kind of unfortunate when you see her portrait. Well, actually, you won't really get to see the specific part of it because it's a headshot, not a full body shot.
I can check it.
So, Silk.
Before you continue.
Cloth like you so far from home.
Thank you, Gray. Silk here, voiced by Bonnie Gordon, voice of Armika, and Tomao or Tamao? 13 Sentinels character.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tamao Karabe. Okay, yeah.
Yes, I can't read my own hand.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, that's where she sounded familiar from. Yep.
Oh, I hear it now.
My mission.
Yeah!
I nearly forgot. I must find a man named Sir Myson.
It's like the same voice she's doing for 13 Sentinels, yeah.
Have you heard?
Yeah,
have you found my grandson Juro Karabe?
He's a
If she were
mage
gruffing
user.
it up a little bit, she'd be sounding like her Armika.
He's a mage user too. And by mage, I mean gun.
Yeah, Sky Knight, I can't read my A's and O's. It's gonna be a problem.
May I see that mark on your left hand?
Silk is nice. She's nice.
Also, this is gonna be a running trend of everyone seeing his birthmark, even though he has armor on top of it.
Do you just have a part of your skin?
Huh? What is it, Silk?
It keeps bleeding out every battle, okay? That's why it's very identifiable.
It's gonna be funnier later on because they'll have like a cutscene reason of like why it's gonna be shown,
Dangerous
but
to
it
go
won't.
alone. Here's a MacGuffin.
Here's Modern Fire Emblem.
Oh, okay. This is the Divine Pulse.
I believe it will be of great use to you.
Are you sure?
It also stores your support conversations.
Oh.
Yep.
No, this is definitely for you. Now that you have left your village and embarked upon an auspicious journey, the turn wheel will become a vital tool during the trials ahead.
Okay.
It's a good thing she's already looking right at the camera.
I promise to take good care of it. By the way, how do you use it?
You don't use it. It uses you.
You're a tool, Alm.
Yeah. Just screen cap that out of context.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand, but I'll take your word.
In Mother Russia.
Oh!
It appears that Mother Milla already wishes to show you something.
The turn wheel. It's glowing.
Yeah, I know she didn't get all the EXP from that battle, so we're gonna rewind time and try that again.
What's happening?
I mean, RNG does change. Oh.
Oh. Oh, that's not the fun kind of experience I wanted.
This is our kingdom? What happened here? Is the deliverance too late?
I skipped this cutscene in my recent playthrough. I forgot that's where that was shown.
What did you see?
It was so clear. Silk. It was horrible.
Oh yeah, you can choose to ignore this dungeon, and you don't see
Oh yeah, you can
Silk at all.
completely
for the
abandon
rest of the
Silk
game.
here.
The mother is either telling you
And
what
if you
could
go
be
back here later,
what
she's
once
not going to
was.
be here for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Her power is
Also, you could save her and then just leave her.
Something that's going to happen?
You can do that with a lot of recruitable characters in this game.
If the vision was ill-boding, perhaps it was a sign that the mother wishes for you to take action in order to prevent it.
Milla, you have a fucked up way of working.
Sir Alm,
Oh,
in my travels,
wait,
I have
just wait for
witnessed the
certain
sorry
things.
state of our
Oh, I know.
no eyes to
I
bless
am
them,
very
and no
coy.
king to rule. Most Sophians are at a loss, and I, for one, refuse to stand by and watch them suffer. I would ask for permission to accompany you on your quest.
Of course.
Also, everyone does have unique dialogue if you say no.
Milia?
Welcome,
Yeah,
child
Milla.
of fate. I am a servant of Milla.
Milla, voiced by Monica Rial,
Those who are worthy
current voice of Bulma in Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
by my
Also the
master's
voice
will
of
shall I
Asui
bestow
in My Hero
upon
Academia.
them new power.
Yeah, she voices a lot of stuff. I think she's also, if I remember, I think she's Saika in DR1 anime. Well, I guess also
Mhm.
DR3 in that case, but yeah.
And also the voice of Mei Chang in FMA.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, so you go to Milla, and that's where you can upgrade your classes.
Yes. And you
And
can
now,
make an offering.
now we begin the debate.
Well, I can explain before we deal with go to make offering.
Oh, okay.
So you can offer items, specifically food items, to Milla, and they will restore your whole party's fatigue.
So for longer
And if you
dungeon
give-
crawls and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so instead of just giving it to one person, you can have it scattered about everyone. However, if you give her the alcohol that no one's allowed to use, it will not only restore everyone's fatigue, it will also recharge the charms in your turn wheel.
Oh.
Because once you use the turn wheel in a dungeon, it's used up until you're able to refresh it or you leave the dungeon.
So the idea is to save all your alcohol for her, kind of deal.
Either that or sell them for charms or
Okay.
for gold and stuff. But
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that is its now new purpose.
Alcohol is going to be very important for later dungeons.
Turn wheel is where you can view like supports and stuff after the fact.
Support log.
So-
There we go.
Okay, so
Memory
this is just
prisms,
where-
which is your flashback stuff.
So if you just
support
wanted
logs.
to review stuff, you could go there. Okay.
Yes. And there's the amiibo stuff down there.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Gray.
Okay.
He's a pretty easy one to actually talk about. So as you can see, there's specific growths that are tied to each one of his new classes.
Mm-hmm.
The way promotions work in this game is you do not just gain an arbitrary number. You are bumped up to the base stats of that class. So the base class mercenary has 8 skill and 10 speed.
Mm-hmm.
So should you be lacking those stats, it gives that character those stats to get up to that level.
Didn't Three Houses do like a similar thing to that with its promotions too? Or
I don't remember. It's quite possible.
'cause I remember getting just kind of upgrading people to certain classes just to see if they got stat boosts and stuff like that. Kind of deal.
Yeah,
do
I
do
don't
that
remember
one.
how that one is. It might have been a mesh of this one in Modern Fire Emblem, where Modern Fire Emblem is you got to this class, it just gave you the stats that were tied to that class.
Mm.
So Gray here, first of all, someone talks about how Tom Fox in his playthrough apparently made Gray a mage, which is hilarious because Gray is one of the worst mages in the game. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Oh my god.
Because everyone has an innate skill list in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So they have their set levels and set spells that they learn as they level up. Gray has like one of the shortest and the worst, so never do that. Canon Gray, based off of what most players did back in the original Gaiden, was make him a mercenary.
Yeah, I
To
felt like
solve a
he
lot
would
of his
be...
problems. He's a pretty good strength fighter already, and he has a decent defense stat. So most people put him into mercenary.
That was kind
Archer
of
is the
what I-
safe bet, and Cavalier is an okay bet.
The thing with Cavalier and Soldier is that you'll get units that do a better job. in
Yeah.
Do
that
those
class.
better. Cavalier's only benefit really is a slightly higher defense stat and greater move.
Yeah.
Archer's main benefit is the fact that it is an archer, so they can always be doing chip damage at worst from long range. Mercenary is more or less the canon role for Gray because he was more or less built for it.
Yeah, I probably mercenary or archer most likely is what I want to do for him. I'm kind of leaning towards mercenary.
I personally recommend mercenary because
Yeah.
we have
Mercenary.
2 other people that we can talk about as being an archer.
Yeah. So you shall be blessed, Ryuji. God, that's bright.
Yeah. Oh, that texture is not loading quite right.
Look at the boy.
And everyone does have a dialogue for when they promote.
Here goes nothing.
All right.
Let's go to
Alright.
Faye next because she's also.
Let's go to
introduced
Faye because
on-
that's an easy one.
I feel like,
So-
yeah, you I feel like, is she kind of built to be your magic person?
She is one of the best clerics in the game. However, she also excels pretty well as a Pegasus Knight, if you want to go that route.
Yeah.
I personally recommend Cleric because she is amazing as a cleric.
Also, oh, I wasn't even finished.
but I feel like I want to cleric this early on, but yeah, Sophie, you can.
Well, that's the best thing. You have 2 now.
What? Oh, because okay,
Silk.
she's also one too. Okay,
Oh. Look at
yeah.
beauty. But yes, the reason you want to go for Cleric Faye. Faye is the only character that can learn the skill anew, which is basically your dancer skill.
Oh, what?
You have to
Yeah,
wait
Faye-
very late to do it. And
It's
it was
very late
only
in
introduced
skill.
in this version because dancers didn't really exist yet.
Okay.
Essentially,
yeah.
Faye. One of the reasons why you use Faye in the long term.
Also, she just gets a really good healing spell and a utility spell really early. Okay, Cliff and Tobin.
Oh
So,
boy.
Cliff before was an ideal mage in Gaiden.
E4.
He had the best skill list, he earned them a lot of fast, and his base and gross were able to mesh perfectly that he was just a god slayer in the magic arts. That's been toned down a little bit. He still has an amazing magic list, but he has to wait a while to get it. Also, a lot of his growth got nerfed down a bit because it was a little too good. So you can do great things with Cliff Mage. I did my first playthrough because I went canon. But he could also be a devastating archer.
I felt like he would
Because
be
he
really
has-
good as Archer. Yeah.
So
He has
I
great
went.
accuracy and a high crit chance innately.
I went for Archer Cliff my first playthrough. He nearly broke the game for me.
However, I can also say I had a similar experience with my Tobin, who also was a devastating archer in my first playthrough.
God,
But in my recent playthrough, I made him my mage because while his spell list is a bit shorter, he has two of the best skills you would ever want with a mage. So it is incredible. You could pick either one. Both of them you can make one an archer, one a mage. You can make them both an archer, both a mage if you really want to do it. But if you want variety, you can really coin flip whatever one you feel like.
So
I think I'm looking at the stat boots right now for seeing like who gets the bigger benefit maybe for
to better explain the mages. Mage Cliff, you'll have a bigger spell pool, but you're gonna have to wait a bit. Mage Tobin, you'll have a smaller spell pool, but you'll have one of the stronger spells very early game.
Guess it depends. How many mage users do you think we get like later on, kind of deal?
In Alm's route, you wait a while before you get your next mage.
So, yeah.
I would guarantee at least having like one archer, one mage.
Yeah, I think
it's just really who do you feel like doing it with.
Because like, okay, we get 5 and 1 there, and then only 1 for each, and then Cliff gets 3. Okay, Cliff just gets the better stat up no matter what class.
He has lower starting stats, so he's gonna get buffed up decently well regardless.
I think regardless, I was able to find usefulness for both my Archer Cliff and Mage Tobin.
This is really up to you. If you want the canon ones, it was Archer Tobin because Tobin was so god awful in Gaiden that Archer was the only safe role you could give him. So everyone made him an archer to the point where they referenced it at the start, talking about how Tobin was practicing his archery.
It's also funny just to have Tobin be a mage and just with that getup.
It's even more hilarious because, again, I did Mage Tobin in my recent playthrough. Amazing. He did great work. So yeah, it's really up to you what you feel like doing.
Let's go reverse. I think Archer Cliff, Mage Tobin. I think. Let's do that.
All right.
Ah yes, Crit Cliff lives.
No archers in Arm's army by default. Oh.
That is wrong.
Oh.
Look at this dude.
Alm gets an archer later.
Yeah, he gets one. Don't worry.
Both armies get an archer.
Okay, you just
man, I can't believe you would do that guy dirty like that, Sky.
The funny thing is, I think that guy wouldn't actually mind. Like,
yeah, whatever. He'd be like, eh.
So you have chosen early game spell mage.
Sophie, do we want to tell him what spell Tobin gets early?
Let's let him
figure out the surprise for later.
Okay. I will at least tell you he has to get to level 6.
Okay. So do you guys just get the
They just get default weapons.
Everyone always has a weapon on them. There is no being unequipped at any time.
Okay. Then how do you
take the ram? Because there's no reason for anyone to be holding that.
Anyway, fun thing about clerics, they can use Nosferatu.
They come with it by default because they looked at that and it's like, you should probably be able to defend yourself. However, its accuracy... Oh yeah, that's another thing. Magic in this game. Magic has set accuracy. You cannot change it by basic means. Your stats do nothing to change it. They only go up or down because of support bonuses. Which means that whatever number it says, that is what you got. Unless, no, that's what you got in this game. However, that can be a plus or a minus, because if you get on someone that's on a fort or something where they are given high accuracy or high void, your mages will be like, okay, lol, before you do anything, just see what each of these give you.
Yeah.
These are a shared resource.
Oh, so
Speed is better than HP. I'll just say that by default.
Yeah.
Do as you will.
Okay, I forget. In this game, speed determines of just like if you can double people or stuff like that, right?
I believe it has some effect on the void, but yes. Also, you only need one more point of speed to double anyone.
Oh, for anyone? Okay.
If you are faster, you are faster.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Give Cliff Tower.
Yeah, I think
so. Nope. Think through your things. So yes, whatever accuracy your spell has, that is what it is as default. It can only go up if you have support bonuses. So you have something like Nosferatu, which has 60 hit because they didn't want that being broken. You still want to defend your mages. Then yeah, you probably aren't going to be Nos tanking too reliably in this game. However, you have something with a 80 to 90% accuracy, it's probably going to hit.
Are you able to like 3 times per?
Yeah, 3 total.
Okay, so I did 2 on Cliff because I want him to just kind of start doubling people pretty fast. The last one, I guess Alm.
Just dunk them into the water to get their speed.
Just go.
Just Achilles that stuff. Grab them by their heel and just dunk them.
Yeah, I think Alm just to give him for early game, yeah.
There is no wrong answers with this kind of stuff. And also, yeah, some free grass in there to cut.
I guess you don't want the extra HP, but okay.
Dialogue.
Oh, you can talk!
Talk to them. Talk to them.
Characters.
The school in town that I went to was closed because of the war. At first, I was glad to leave that place, return to the village, and kick back. Then I remembered how little there is to learn inside a small village. I never hated learning, per se. I just hated all the other hellish parts of attending school. The other students would hound me from sun's rise to set. Just a bunch of lonely little children desperate for friends. What? Don't grin at me like that. I mean it.
Aww.
Alm, how are you, buddy? Me? Well, let's just say I'm figuring things out. Lucas keeps talking about kings and politics, but that does little for me. I'm actually just in it for the gold. I have a family to feed after all. Well, that and I'm not about to let you outshine me. Hey, don't look at me like that. You don't know what you're up against.
I mean, I know what he's up against.
With just the same expression every time.
Also, examine. There's an item on the floor that you missed.
Oh, yeah.
Herbs.
Good old herbs.
I'm curious, if you leave and then go back, can you...
It does not reset.
Aww.
They preload the moment you enter a dungeon.
Aww.
Trust me, I hate it too.
I'll have to probably look
I want to
up
get
some...
I want to get the character lore.
Exactly. That's like the biggest issue is we might waste a lot of our time just trying to get a lot of dialogue.
Okay. I'll probably have to look up on the Citra wiki just to see if there's like anything I can do to try and make it a little bit more accurate.
Actually, we can test to see if we can get different characters since this is a very small dungeon. We can just
actually it works if you can go back to Ram Village anyway. Those count as well.
Oh, okay.
Like we leave the dungeon.
So we can leave the dungeon, go back home, and see who spawns.
Who spawns?
And plus, you have the Ram Wine, so you can complete that subquest now. Because we're not going for any speedrun stuff, so we don't have to worry about turn counts. And we have Faye and Gray.
Are you used to all this fighting yet, Alm? You always were braver than me. I remember when we were children, and those knaves cornered us in the woods. You came to our rescue like a knight in shining armor. Look at you. You're blushing. But it's true.
I would like if the face at the bottom would react to what they're saying.
Then and now.
Oh, Faye.
Do you see now how much of a mess the world is outside the village, Alm? Just going into town with Pa for supplies used to be a fight for survival. I worry a little place like Graham won't last long in times like these. Honestly, I really don't care one way or another about the kingdom. I don't have the kind of direction you do. It's more like I just have a nagging desire to do something. So I thought if I joined the Deliverance, I might figure out what that is.
So that's a little bit of a lore reason that they gave for why Gray is such a higher level than everyone, because he had to travel out with his family. So yes, the old man at the far side.
Old man. Greedy old man.
But...
Oh, the call to the root of youth.
Oh, most things in
oh no,
most things in this game don't exist by awakening.
No.
So yeah, there's. You can go out and then go back in.
Yeah, can we get Silk to spawn?
Yeah, let's try and get Silk and Lucas, and there they are.
Hey.
It was my mother's idea for me to become a cleric. She was a cleric as well. As for my father, I fear I never met him. When I was little, my mother and I went on a long pilgrimage. So you see, I'm quite used to grueling marches such as this. I can look at the sky and read the weather. I know which plants are edible. So if you find yourself wanting for advice, simply say the word.
Don't eat the weeds, Alm.
Greetings,
Never
all.
eat the weeds.
Have you grown accustomed to all the fighting yet? Ah, of course. I suppose I needn't even have asked. No matter how quiet a village you hail from, in the hands of a capable teacher, one can become every bit as strong as a royal knight. I find that thought quite inspiring. I grew up in the borderlands as well, though not the same as yours. Some in the Deliverance ridicule me for this, calling me a backwater noble. But unlike them, I rose above my origins on my own merits. And as a result, here I stand today. You never can truly tell where life is going to take you, Alm.
The theme of this game will be apparent feels like an understatement.
I just like in all of these, like they're all talking to Alm, and Alm was just like
straight faced. Yeah, Sky Knight. This is definitely like the ideal Greg Chun performance for me. Like his voice is so smooth enough for that kind of just flat delivery. And it's not flat like as a bad thing. It's just neutral.
Monotone is probably more.
Yeah.
Look up there.
Huh? That uniform. That looks like a Zophian.
You have to do an effort noise.
Yes. We'll see more of them now that we're nearing the southern outpost. It seems Desai's men have hired brigands to hold the valley for them. This will be a tricky fight.
I'm ready.
We have a fully upgraded class now.
So yeah, you can maneuver everyone as you need to.
Yeah. Okay.
View map.
Actually.
Okay. I mean, I am able to do it via this way. Okay.
Since can't see much of it with that. Also, look at that mercenary up there.
Which one? This guy?
Mercenary class. So the one that was the soldier they pointed out in the cutscene. Far left side.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
See that level? So this good dude has a leather shield equipped, which gives him 3 extra defense, coupled with the fact that he has base 12 speed and base 10 attack.
Damn.
You won't. This is a legitimate threat.
So...
You won't like go. You won't be like massacring anyone, but you can't take him not seriously.
So I'm gonna have to put like Greg, Alm, and all on this guy.
Just be ready for him.
Okay.
He is not a bandit.
Get long range fighters back here.
Also, look at everyone's move. Just taking that everyone has 4 move except for Alm.
Okay.
Some people don't ever escape that fate.
Oh, so long turns are, I'm guessing, the norm of this game, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This game loves its huge maps.
Some people rarely fight
Take a closer look at
in
that
later
soldier.
maps.
Lucas like, please, watch the fuck out!
And of course, it is a droppable item, so that leather shield will be yours.
Allow me.
Alright, get everyone in positions.
So I'm gonna grab something off the internet real fast.
Just say the word.
Ba, ba, la, ba, ba.
Stand back.
Your mother walks with me.
Just leave it to me.
So, do you want to know who has support combos now, so you can do the
Yeah,
grinding?
so we could probably start getting those up.
So Cliff's only support combo is with Tobin. Tobin has a combo with Cliff and Gray. And Faye has 2 supports with Alm and Silk.
Okay.
And Lucas's supports are not available yet.
Lucas's supports are some Lucas's supports are locked behind a paywall.
At least the
I
initial
will-
support that is given to you is fine for what it is. I'm not sure how much we want to talk about spells yet.
I
Sky
think-
Knight.
I feel once we reach the second act, I think it'll be a lot more relevant.
Yeah. Ooh, speed! My God.
Nice.
Is he just not
think-
known for hitting speed? Is that like the
This man is an armor knight. You can
Eat his
try.
ass, Silk. And yes, attacking will heal her because she has Nosferatu.
Yep, that's usual.
And also,
That'll be
yes,
important later.
magic in this game costs HP to cast.
What?
Yes.
What?
This game was experimental.
So Nosferatu's really fucking good at that point. It is.
That's why they had to balance it by giving it 60 hit points.
Yeah.
Or 60 hit. But yes, so like if you look at like Tobin casting fire, it will cost 1 HP with every cast. And your better spells cost more.
This might be getting a bit too ahead, but I do like that there is technically a lore reason as to why the magic system is different from previous games.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, essentially you don't have a limit to the amount of spells you use. You just have to watch for your HP.
Mm-hmm. And also notice with his support bonuses, he has 12 crit.
God.
That is
Use
just
your-
with a normal bow in his pocket. Pat, I will tell you, killer bows exist.
Cliff, killer bow, mutiny.
You can't touch me.
Except you can.
Also, you never equipped your iron sword.
Oh yeah, I need to do that.
Well, only Alm and Gray can use it, so easy pickings.
Yes, he does indeed.
Not even
Arthur
close.
Cliff is the best Cliff. Damn you, how dare you kill me.
I think you should focus on having healers do healing.
Yeah.
Should we make sure that you don't have that if you kill the boss, it won't cause all the units to?
He won't. You have to clear out the map.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, exactly.
The dungeon encounter was a special one. There's very few maps in this game that end with the boss being killed. And usually it's like an important boss, which is why I was surprised with the bandit boss.
Yeah. So I guess I can get into more of my history of this game. I actually got this game as I got my my Switch in Breath of the Wild. So it was a double goodie because it's like I was supposed to get my Switch for my birthday, but then it was also the time of the Switch shortage, and I'm like,
yeah.
And thankfully,
Actually,
I was in high school, so I actually had more time to play games, so I can play this and Breath of the Wild without having anxiety.
And actually, what was interesting with this game for me was the fact that going into college, I was still struggling to get into Fire Emblem. Like, I'd always just been kept going in, getting, and just bouncing out. And it was when I was in university, I'll just interchange the words, even though those are technically different things, and picking up Fire Emblem Awakening finally, and had friends that I met at university playing it, encouraged me to be able to keep playing because I could talk to someone with it. Learned very quickly that being able to talk about a game makes me more likely to finish the damn thing.
Yeah.
And just tore through Awakening and was talking with my friend Anton, and he'd be talking about some of the older games. He was a big fan of Ike's games because he actually played those as he grew up. And through our conversations, convinced me I'm just going to try and binge the entire Fire Emblem series. I will preface, I have still not played every game in the series because fuck, man, these games are long.
Yeah.
However, I did go back and I was like, all right, so I'll go play Fire Emblem. I'll do the remake of Fire Emblem 1. That should be a fun time. Did that, enjoyed my time well enough. And then I went to play Fire Emblem 2. And I played it, I beat it, I found it enjoyable for what it was. Good job, Cliff. So I had actually already played Gaiden before this game was announced. So I was in a similar crowd as, say, Gast, or Furgast as he's being called now, and getting really hype while sitting waiting for a class to start during university because I was like, oh my god, the game's actually being remade and I know it. So this was an early buy for me back then. Get ready to see that a lot too.
Man, the crit game is on fire.
We're getting lots of crit. Well, then again, we are in 3DS territory now where crits just happen a lot more frequently and stuff like that, so.
Technically, we're in DS, or in NES era, and crits were pretty generous back then too.
Oh yeah, something that threw me off going through this the first time. There is no weapon triangle.
Yep.
No weapon? Wow. Huh.
Weapon triangle did not exist until the 4th game.
That's weird to think about.
You say that, and Three Houses doesn't have, like, for some reason
Also,
they didn't give Three Houses the weapon triangle either.
Yes. And also, you will never wield an axe in this game, Pat.
So, then what was the
Only
axe?
villains do that.
No, Alm. Only villains wield an axe. Oh my gosh, he's bailing. Let's get him! Get him!
Fucking get him!
Probably send Tobin up there if the hit rate ends up being garbage.
Then get the others down here ready for the fight down here.
Yes, only bandits use axe.
Did you give anyone the Iron Sword?
No, I don't think I did.
Then might as well have Alm move and then take it out of his convoy. I mean, you can move first, because once you grab something out of the convoy, you're not allowed to move. Okay.
Yep.
So, you see those question marks?
Which question marks?
The one in Alm's menu.
Oh, okay, I see on the bottom screen. Okay, yeah.
Weapon arts were introduced in this game.
Oh, in like the original, in this.
It's Shadows.
Okay,
they
Shadows
did not
of
exist in
Valentia.
Gaiden.
Okay. So
the way they work in this game is they are weapon locked. So, only certain skills can only be used with certain weapons. I will spoil this because you're never going to get it. The Astra skill exists in this game only in the sword called Astra.
Ah.
And guess what? Astra sword is one of those like 0.0% drop rates on certain enemy types. So yeah, you're never seeing that unless you try to grind it out in a DLC map, which has a slightly higher chance because the devs knew this is stupid. But we can't just give it to people.
Gray chose violence on that.
Yes, he's gonna choose that a lot. So what you do is you equip the weapon to your unit, and they gain experience with that weapon to learn that skill permanently. However, they can only use that skill with that weapon and some other weapons that may share that skill.
You should probably get the healers to heal for XP.
Yes, you can heal every turn if you can.
Oh, okay.
It's just free experience.
Yeah,
Also, I want to turn this
downside
off because this will slow it down a lot.
For like
It'll be other animations. Yeah, just
Okay.
turn them off.
There we go.
It's nice to see a little healing animation, but you're gonna heal a lot.
Yeah, the
Also,
only downside
like,
of healing is that you lose 1 HP, so...
But if you have 2 healers, then they could just stand next to each other and keep healing, healing,
Yeah.
healing, healing, healing.
Healing.
Free real estate.
Yeah.
It's pretty real estate.
And like Sky Knight points out, some skills or some weapon arts are tied to items more than weapons. So certain shields will have certain weapon arts, similar to your swaps, shoves, and similar actions.
Alright, how bad we dealing with this, man?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Ooh.
I told you he's a threat, but just gotta choose your moments.
One thing, make sure everyone get behind Alm if you can.
Alm and Lucas. Like the moment Lucas, well, don't. You want to get that damage on early. I mean, plan your stuff around, but the best thing I can say is surround him so he can't get to the healers so they can do their healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gray's gonna have the long trek down.
Mm-hmm.
Should I wait our turn, do you think?
You can try running, but he has 5 move. You all have 4.
Yeah, I think it's just better to ambush him now.
Take the fight to him and have everyone that gets into melee range get healed by your clerics.
Yeah.
Hell, even Cliff can run up to him and not attack, just so he can block it off.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, have Cliff stand there, because if he attacks, he'll probably get doubled and take a lot of damage, and have your clerics do their thing. And yeah, the boss might get a crit on them, but hey, that's only 12 damage. That's not that bad. This is unfortunately one of those games where if you see a crit, you're gonna feel you're gonna feel yourself tense up, but sometimes it's not terrible.
Ow!
Make sure he gets healed.
Gray, get the fuck over here.
More like get Tobin over here. Avoid means nothing to Tobin. He has guaranteed 38 hit, and this man has 1 resistance. That's where your damage is going to be.
I'm in danger.
I'd say have Lucas and Alm take some attacks first.
Oh, we can talk.
Well, you can talk before you attack, and he'll get a support bonus from her, so it might help.
Here we go.
There you
Oh boy.
Alm.
Hello, Faye. How's it going?
I'm doing just fine now. Seeing your face is always a bright spot in my day.
Well, I'm glad it's not a low point.
Now, shall I head back out there and slay more of your enemies for you?
Slay enemies for me? I would hope you're doing it for a better reason than just me.
Oh, is that what you want? Because I'll do it. I'll fight for any cause you desire. Just promise you'll be watching, Alm. Promise to look at me.
Faye, Look, just please be careful, alright?
Oh, damn. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, Faye.
Just Faye figs.
You can try to have Cliff back up one and attack, but you're probably gonna need to heal. Well, I was gonna say like move up the mountainside, so then your clerics could heal whoever needs it. Yeah, that'll happen. So, Cliff needs it, the healing, absolutely. Unfortunately, I don't think he can... Yeah, that could be a problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the wrong choice, my bad. Hey, turn wheel, it exists.
How do I... Well, first let's have this turn play out first, and then we can rewind, kind of deal.
Okay. Then I'd suggest healing... Well, Alm, because he's important.
Yeah.
There's no rewinding if the main character dies. It's an instant game over.
Yeah.
It's Persona rules.
Wait, can you Nosferatu him? Hang on.
If you want to go for it.
Fuck yeah!
Good job. Also, I totally forgot. There is a way to decrease magic accuracy, and that's with the luck stat.
Is beginning to show dividends.
And that's all it does besides lower crit. Luck will help you against magic and crit. So basically, luck is what helps you fight against the gods.
Okay.
Still take this shield. Ah!
They never stood a chance.
I think she learned that pretty fast, Sky Knight, actually.
The valley's clear. Still, that wasn't easy.
You have my thanks. We'll soon reach the southern outpost, which is under Deliverance control. Once we've rejoined our comrades, the fights ahead will become easier.
Comrades, huh? I wonder what they're like. I'm excited to meet them.
Sir Lucas? It's good to see you made it back safely.
I recognize you. You were stationed at the outpost. Has something happened?
Yeah, you're Keith Silverstein again.
Forgive us, Sir Lucas, but the tides turned after you left, and we were forced to abandon the outpost. I'm afraid Lady Claire was taken captive. Desai's men hold her there even now.
What? Claire? Gods, how could this happen?
Lucas.
She's a dragon type master. How could she ever be defeated?
New to military command.
And then she would just throw a hissy fit if you did anyway.
Don't blame yourself.
Actually, that matches this Claire pretty well, now that I think about it.
Village, right? You didn't have a choice. If blame lies with anyone, it's him.
Alm can be quite the blunt person, even for a shonen protag.
Sorry, I was distracted by the OST again.
It's fine.
Take back the southern outpost and save her. Oh, hey, that's a great idea. Wait, what? No! How are we supposed to reclaim a fortress from trained royal soldiers? I don't know.
Yes.
But we have to find a way. Otherwise, our journey is already over.
For your magic is how we do it. Wait, what? These guys have like no resistance. It's fine.
And defensive squares will do nothing to protect them.
Okay, good speech. Here. What have we got to lose? Let's do it. Gray? Tobin. Listen, just stop and think about this. I know it's hard, but try. Claire is a girl, and if we save a girl... Huh? You follow? I can't believe you're the same man who mocks the fact that I fight for gold. Yes, because it's gold. This is girls. Don't you like girls? I mean, I admit they're not bad. You see? We speak the same language. So you're in, right?
I don't know what to say, except thank you.
That was stupid, is what I need to say, Lucas.
That was really fucking dumb.
Same goes for you, Lucas.
We'll get there, Sky Knight. We'll get there.
You're right that some of the blame lies with Survive.
It's thankfully not as bad as other tropes. It's just there.
I'm sure no one's head is hanging lower than his own.
But yeah, Tobin and Gray are a real Abbott and Costello.
You're right.
Also, they get a lot of stuff because they're like two of the only mandatory recruits in Alm's route, so They're safe just giving them whatever they want.
I mean, honestly, they have the they got the biggest upgrade from the original game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go save Claire.
Oh, I don't blame you, Sky Knight. We'll have many opportunities.
Was this the map that they showed in the reveal trailer?
I believe it was.
Actually, maybe not bad for her to have that shield on, just to give her...
You could do that, or you could have it on Lucas, since it'll help him tank stuff better.
You do have weight, I think.
Like, guaranteeing Lucas as a wall will be a great help. So yeah, we can scout out the map. Welcome to the outpost.
Okay, nothing.
Also, take a look at the ramp, at the even look at the tile squares, just basic squares on there. Yeah, tile.
Oh.
Even just being inside a building gives you 20 avoid.
The fuck?
How that works, I don't know, but this is something you have to keep in mind.
I don't see how that gives you that makes your chances any better than...
It's better footing, I guess?
I could understand it for, like, horses and stuff like that, you know, maybe, like, their grip would be a little different, you know, on, like, land compared to, like, stone or something like that, but...
I mean, in the original Fire Emblem 3, horses weren't allowed to be inside buildings, so yes, that would actually be a thing that they thought of. Which sucked for maps where it's like, hey, we're all inside. No horses allowed. Get off your horse.
Learned your lesson yet? We're not rebels. We're the deliverance.
Yeah, perspective.
I'm about to pull a show.
Watch out. That archer is carrying a powerful...
Oh, yeah. This was another thing.
And cautious units to
Oh, is this...
So, check... First of all, holding a bow immediately makes their range even longer.
Wait, what the fuck?
Also, first, see what the rest of the dialogue has to say at the hit tint at the bottom.
Go against the attack roll and put you in dangerous disadvantage. Approach these enemies with caution and try and bait them out with high defense units.
Yeah, they're just talking about how the fact that bows give even longer range. However, in this game, only when an archer is physically wielding a bow in their item slot do they have effective damage against Pegasus Knights.
Okay.
So, archers are not by nature a problem for your Pegasus Knights. But be sure that they aren't holding something, otherwise you're going to be in for a rude ass awakening. Also, in hard mode, all archers have iron bows and shit, so like, you're playing modern Fire Emblem at that point.
Hey, look who's here. What do you want, Tobin? Don't talk to me unless you need something.
Wow, what crawled up your armor? You know, you've been testier than usual lately. Did I do something wrong?
Nope, you're imagining it. Now how about we get back to fighting and forget all this small talk?
What? Hey, come on, Cliff, would you just...
Okay.
He's being the
Sea supports are gonna be light.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, like Sky Knight says, almost every bow will immediately give just one more range, and if you find a long bow, it adds it 2.
Wait, that's 2?
It's a long bow. It shoots even further.
Longbow. Archers are broken.
And of course, because he's a smart man, if you look up, you can see that the archer set himself on a refresh square, which means he has 40 plus avoid now. Also, you still have your hint up. Might want to turn that off. It's a good thing this song is a banger, because yeah, you're going to be listening to it a lot.
Again, I don't remember bopping this much for 3 houses OSTs.
Hey man, Yuka Sugiyoko, I believe was the composer name for the original Echoes. She was the sound director for this game, so she knew to keep her stuff good.
Yo, I've been making bangers for years. I don't need to change it.
Well, that's the fun fact, actually. Yuka is one of the only 2 people that has worked on every single Fire Emblem game released.
Oh wow, damn.
She is the Yoko Shimomura of this franchise. She's been there since the very first game. She stopped working for intelligence systems around the mid-2000s, but she was still being contracted out to be the sound director for every game after that.
Mm-hmm.
She is the rock of the Fire Emblem franchise that goes unsung.
Yep. Alright, let's get going.
Yeah.
Beat his ass.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Get him! Get him! Now I get to just.
And if we get Cliff to kill him, he'll get that steel bow immediately.
Yes.
Oh, get him close. Oh.
Do it. Yeah.
And he did at a 42%. Thank God.
Those are pretty average odds by late game. That's fine.
All right.
Fine.
Now it is a steel weapon, so it slows him down. But now he has that extra range.
He has extra range. It doesn't matter to him.
That's all that archers want. Archers want one thing, and it's disgusting.
This just appeals to... All this does is appeal to the male fantasy.
It's gonna get more disgusting late game.
She's so right. I think kill the weak one first. Make sure there's less people that can hit you.
It really helps that Alm doesn't have blue hair in this.
Yeah.
He had green. He got tainted by the yellow, so he's a bit more interesting.
Oh. I mean, Alm has the advantage of a really good design and voice acting. So.
Mm-hmm. Also, man, that just reminds me, man, if you want to do a compare and contrast between character designs from the original game and this one, oh lord.
I remember hearing Alm's original design was pretty... Yeah.
That armor.
What was it? Was it no pants Marth bad? Like
it was armor. It was proper armor. It was just it was designed of the era of anime, so it's a little awkward looking.
Tobin is probably the most accurate looking of the main.
Yeah.
Like, Gray and Cliff are just kind of clones of each other, so they pretty much got differentiated here. Actually, let me check. Oh.
Good job, Lucas.
You didn't get to say anything. Come on, you have a nice clip line or something.
He has a nice clip line. It just didn't really read out well.
Yeah, Lucas looks about the same. They just updated him.
Some people had a massive change. Some of them are a bit more.
I know the person we're gonna come up to did have a massive change.
Yeah. Also, speaking of massive changes, Silk can lead into what we were talking about earlier about her design, specifically her official art, which I'm gonna post in our chat so Pat can look at when he's ready. But
oh boy,
let me take a look.
There's a particular detail that a lot of people focused in on a lot, which they didn't make hard.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's a nice old little piece of fabric just right above her butt.
Why would you do that?
And
why do you make it a different color? Cause it's like I don't want to, but my eyes immediately go to it, kind of deal. And I hate that.
The thing is, her
yeah.
Like, even with her updated, I think they did make an updated design for like her cipher. She didn't have. Okay, she had that detail, but it was like it was white and not as noticeable.
Yeah.
The mother walks with me.
Please do not loot the Silk. Silk is a good girl.
She's not really a pure girl though. She may be a cleric, but
I mean, to be fair, she's
the Sonya of the group, is what you're saying.
No, the Sonya is the Sonya of the group.
You see, she's pure, but she also went on a giant pilgrimage trek, so she's got some harsh legs.
I think you might as well have Tobin attack him. Like, guarantee some hits on this guy.
I think we don't have to worry about XP for Tobin and Cliff anymore.
Oh yeah, no. Tobin and Cliff will be well fed this entire playthrough.
And they will be very close friends as they...
They slaughter everything in their path.
That and they're the only ones would have, like, support boosts aside from him and Gray.
I mean, Gray and Tobin tend to find themselves on the front lines a lot, so makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have attacked.
That's what I'm doing with.
Yeah. It's just the attacks, and as you can see, she's already getting bonuses by being next to Alm, so she gets that extra 5.
Dang.
Still 65% though, so.
Yep.
Ain't
Please
amazing.
be very careful about that percentage.
Silk can support with Faye, so yeah, might as well heal up them whenever you can, so you can get those supports going.
Yeah, Silk and Faye support.
Yeah. Dude's like,
you get the fuck back here!
Alm is still in range.
Go, Faye, go!
Just walking up menacingly as she
Run
pulls
from
up her
it!
sleeve.
Run from it! Destiny arrives all the same!
You know what? This is just making Faye's character more
God damn it, come on!
I love their dialogue whenever they only get 1 point of level up, because they're always like, is that it? What? Did something happen? I don't know. I didn't notice.
I've been loving this trend of making Faye this bloodthirsty person and then somehow failing in the process. In some way.
Before you have Tobin murder this guy, have Cliff get closer so they can keep getting support boosts.
Yeah.
Unless you want him to try and take a shot and get the kill.
Well, it's actually gonna
That's
have
a
to
little
try
bit.
and get...
Well, him and Gray are gonna get some boosts, so that's at least...
Yeah, so.
Oh, he still gets the...
Yeah, there's the support range is actually pretty wide.
Alm okay.
Well, Alm's not going to be shooting fireballs like that, that's for sure. Also, yes, for mages, skill only affects their crit rate.
Okay.
The outpost is ours. Thank you, my brave friends.
Which is why mage is sometimes a safe bet for people with very low skill, because then there's just like, well, you're going to be hitting the same accuracy every time.
Oh, Lucas, I'm so sorry, but we'll have time to mourn later. Right now, we must find Lady Claire. She must be somewhere inside the outpost.
Now time for one of the best girls in this game.
Oh, wait,
Wait, no. There we
Yeah,
go.
you want to go into the fort proper. Do some examining, because there's items to be picked up.
Chicken! Oh, no, wait, no. That's not
That's
chicken.
water. Also,
I just have the image of Alm just biting into that.
That was not chicken.
oh, wait, look at that.
Please do not eat
It's a
the watery
rusted
can.
shield. Maybe someone can make use of that later. Oh, look, an iron lance. Someone might make use of that right now. Also, yeah, if anything that shows like a
something.
name pop up, you might as well click it because it means Alm
your
dialogue.
left.
Oh.
Also, yeah,
Booze!
some things are there is a zoom button, which is L or R, so you can.
Oh, okay.
If you need to see something a little bit better.
This is just really weird in a Fire Emblem game for me to have this kind of.
Alright.
And then
Water.
water.
Oh, I know what that is.
It might not be called it, but that is your Levin sword.
Someone is gonna have some fun with that, hopefully.
There's one of two people.
They just leave a bunch of booze. They've just been drinking their halls up in this war
Cold
post area.
soup. So what's that over there?
What's it sword? Is there anything else? Doesn't look like it.
I think that's all for this room.
Alright. Dungeon! Oh!
Claire!
Lucas, you came to rescue me. Why, how simply gallant of you. Now extricate me from this filthy and unseemly cage at once.
Another game of me trying to figure out who the voice actress is.
This one might be harder because I'm not sure too many roles that you would have heard her in. I can tell you now that the actress is Alexis Tipton.
Name sounds familiar.
I can give you
Goddamn, I
a,
didn't know
an
London
interesting
had a
role that she
sister.
was.
Alright.
Interesting role is that she was the English dub voice actor for Pearl in the Ace Attorney anime.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
And for people that have played the game, she is also the voice of the character Pascal in Nier Automata.
Ah.
You there. The boy will offer a lady his hand.
Who, me? Oh, sorry.
Oh, what? Pranks her? She's Kaguya in Love is War? Really?
Oh!
Oh,
How did I
shit.
miss that one? I know you guys like Love and War.
Oh, we got a star talent here.
Yeah, no, like, if you guys have not watched that show, like, her VA is, like, fucking amazing in that show. Of, like, her comedy is just, like, so on point throughout that entire thing. It kind of is one of the main things that made us convinced to switch the dub for that show, because, my god.
Also, the FOB, we have had, I believe, Keith Silverstein, who's shown up a couple times here, is a funny VA, is he not?
Yeah.
Like, I know we're keeping track of, like, major characters, but Keith has made many appearances here. If he's not, like, under Funimation's umbrella, I can understand that, but he's in a lot of Funimation stuff, I believe. Oh yeah, all these Faye is the only character that we're gonna meet for a while that was only added for Echoes.
Yeah. Claire got a huge design upgrade.
I think she might have been like a redesign of the Pegasus Sisters.
Oh, is she a
Her
Pegasus
original one?
Knight?
Yes, she is.
Nice.
The only one Alm would get if you did not promote.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Yep.
don't worry.
One Pegasus Knight? That's a little.
Specify Alm only gets one Pegasus
Okay,
Knight.
yeah, but I mean, still, that's like. That's not.
Yeah.
much.
Claire, please.
Armies were light on Pegasus Knights. What can we say?
You say that and you know what's gonna happen later.
Huh? Oh dear, have I done it again? It's as Clive constantly reminds me. The Deliverance is not like the Knights of Sophia. Not every soldier in our ranks is noble, but we must treat them all as equals. The peasant must forgive his lady for this gauche breach of etiquette.
It's all right. The peasant, whose name is Alm, will get over it.
You're gonna have a lot of those from Kyle.
Might I ask you more about your village later? I'm ever so curious.
Claire, please.
Of course.
Splendid! I've always wanted to know more about cows and pigs and such.
The writing's pretty on point with Claire.
Amazing creatures.
I feel like Claire's the person that is the I don't like isn't actually racist but just keeps saying unintentionally racist shit kind of deal, you know, sort of deal. I feel like she's that person.
Thankfully, they just went with classism rather than racism.
Yeah.
Gray, please.
Hey, what are you scheming? What? Nothing. Uh-huh.
Hello, sir. Okay, ignore the knights, man.
Let's see if they have anything new.
It was my mother's idea for me to become a
Okay, so
yeah.
we can reset to have Claire show up, but otherwise, yeah, there's no new dialogue yet.
You just ignored the soldier on the side.
Thank you for freeing us. I thought my time had come. You're new to the Deliverance, right?
Wait, wasn't Alexis Lucina as well?
She might have been in Smash.
Yeah, it's like some of the later releases, not Awakening proper.
Yeah, because like they didn't want to pay for Laura Bailey every time Lucina showed up.
Yeah,
again.
that makes sense. Yeah, I think she was the voice of Lucina in Warriors. Now that I think about it.
Okay, yeah.
Which was supposed to prevent them from ever invading Sophia. I don't know how much of it's true, but it's disturbing nonetheless.
Shit's fucked.
Yep.
You'd have to leave the dungeon or the outpost and then go back in to potentially have Claire show up. Or does it require more to do that? Yeah, we'll worry about it later.
I'll just try one more time and see. Well,
Well, it's still
That's just
Tobin, but
Tobin.
it did,
just got
it did
even
change.
worse on that. All right.
Even more of a
Don't
downgrade.
decide to take a walk out. I forgot how fast you can play through the first act.
Oh yeah, no, you can tear through it.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So
She's a Pegasus Knight.
Let me get Claire's old art for
Yeah, I'm
comparison.
curious on what that looked like.
I'm gonna
Also,
look it up
her
too,
full
'cause
art
it's
is
been a
quite
while.
adorable.
Oh yeah, no.
So Claire had like blue hair in her portrait, but in her official Gaiden art, she was a redhead.
Also, Sky Knight, I do have that in my notes. Don't worry about it.
For comparison.
Let me look at this.
Yeah. Wow. She looks really different. My God.
Oh yeah, Christ, I totally forgot.
Definitely like the new design a lot better. I will say.
She's definitely one of the more she's one of the more beautiful Pegasus Knight designs.
Yeah.
I mean, got some pretty ones in this game.
Anyway, Claire can support with Alm and Gray. Do with that what you will. Especially Gray. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking
Speaking of which,
you moved him too far.
I'm getting one
Have to
next
do
third for that.
Middle turn wheel, gotta get that support now. No.
I can't wait for them to talk in the middle of the battle.
Did you look at the map before you started? Because stop and take a long look.
Oh.
Yeah, just keep that in mind.
Okay. Keep
You have to do that sometimes with these maps because they hate you like that.
They're very big.
Some of them are way too big.
Yep.
Not even close.
Oh, did you give anyone the lightning sword?
Oh fuck! I need to do that.
Yeah, you need to keep track of that stuff. Them hashtag.
Usually
game
I'm not.
changers.
It's usually I'm not thinking of 11 swords until like their second promotion or stuff like that. A lot of the time.
No, they gave you that lightning sword early, and that was always there.
Can my clerics
Only sword users.
Well, none of them really. None of them really...
Magic is there's no strength or magic. You have attack.
Oh. Okay.
Furthermore, the Levin sword actually is a base damage. It can't be scaled up or down.
Ooh.
Convoy is only with Alm, so you have to stand next to him to grab it. But hey, Gray can walk up to him, take it out, and then just bolt someone because it's a magic sword. And look at that, the Levin sword.
Levin sword Gray is.
Until you upgrade it, it will always do base 15 damage.
Damn, that's good for this point of the game. My God.
It's a great early game weapon. It starts to fall off a little bit late game if you don't keep it competitive.
Yeah,
Gray can just walk up and talk to, or rather, Tobin can walk up, talk to him, and then attack someone. Like, he has no real fear.
Well, no fear, one fear.
Hey, Tobe. How goes? It goes, I guess. Do you think you could sound a little less cheerful?
I don't know. You tell me.
Why did you have to... Huh?
Never mind.
Forget it. Wait, what did I do?
What did I do?
Very insightful. Ooh.
Yeah, not the most engaging C supports in this game. Some of them are light, to say the least.
We work on crumbs.
Yeah, that's correct, Sky Knight. Because the lightning sword is a unique weapon, it requires gold currency to be upgraded, which means those are in high demand. If Lucas wants to trade his shield to Claire, you can do that and she can tank damage. You can trade it and then attack.
Yeah.
Behold the power of this game's systems.
Hey,
Good evening, Harpy.
Did we forget to put Lucas with the Iron Lance?
Someone is not wielding the Iron Lance either, yes.
Oh dear.
It's fine. It's just slightly more damage. Might as well get the kill. She's at level 1. Also, I'll spoil this now. Claire won't promote until level 12, so get used to this.
Okay.
They make you wait a while for female classes in general. Green Knight did an RNG in chat, and I was just hoping that we'd get a crit there.
Actually... nah, it's about the same.
It's better to focus on them healing unless you're feeling real confident and or ballsy.
Oh, Sizer and Baruka's season support was,
That was the time.
It was unfortunate because their actual support line was actually really good. And then they just... Yeah. At least I leveled up.
I feel...
Silk might be in danger.
Silk could be in danger. There's only one person that can attack her. Why am I attacking this guy?
Now he's surrounded.
Dude, got the fuck out.
Oh yeah, it's because he's low HP, so he wasn't gonna go for Silk anyway.
Oh, you got combat art.
Oh, Alm learned combat art.
In the middle of the enemy turn, so yeah.
So you can also, just like in in 3 houses, it costs weapon durability. In this game, it costs HP to use your weapon arts.
Okay.
Or HP. Did I say EXP? That would be hilarious if you lose levels by using skills.
It's too powerful.
I think she can take one of them out.
Oh no, have her run down the dude running.
Oh,
no escape, motherfucker.
Kill him.
No, instead she just drops the entire horse on him.
That guy ain't Hector. He can't handle it.
We're gonna have fun with these games mechanics.
Yeah, that steel bow's really low, slowing him down. Also, you still have advice about combat arts.
No, yeah.
I can do this.
Also, you will learn to love those combat arts because some of those can just game change some encounters.
I feel like...
Nice.
Alm is a protagonist, so his growth rates are better than most.
That was a scream.
If you could see my face, Sky Knight, I would be giving you a knowing look. I'm so glad I watched that gas video before my playthrough. Oh my god.
Why can't Grey and Elm not support? They're bros.
Yeah. Like, they have their conversations in, like, the bases, but it's just not enough.
I do love a good fight.
Alright. Still can do some leveling up.
Let's not get him to the healing space. Oh shit.
Oh, we're not thinking of the same thing then, Killer Knight. I mean, there is one weapon in this game that has some stupid stuff.
You probably have Clay block the heal space, just in case.
Claire can do that.
Actually, Lucas can block the way on that.
Whatever you feel like.
Probably just better for him to wall it right now.
He's not hurting for experience right now. Pegasus, or rather, Cavalry are not slouches in speed, though, so be careful that you're not getting too many people doubled.
Look at that smirk.
Yeah, Cliff's gonna be doing a lot of smirks. This is mean.
Oh, I honestly can't Claire.
Save that for later.
Yeah.
I've got this.
Perfect.
Oh, that reminds me, Alm. When Alm gets his signature weapon, he actually gets a false swipe.
Oh, like a fake out kind of deal?
No, as in I can leave an enemy alive at 1 HP.
Oh.
Before Claire kills this, okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say have Gray get close so that they can work on their support.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. She worked on her one with Alm.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, Claire.
She did good work on her first fight. Oh boy.
This guy.
Claire, you're safe.
Oh, good day, Fernand. And what brings you here?
Need you even ask? When I heard you had been taken prisoner, I mounted my finest destrier.
I think you have a good shot of recognizing this voice.
I couldn't leave the hideout without its commander, of course. But I see I am a step behind regardless. Who is this rabble?
Oh, you
Are
sound.
you talking about us?
It's the person.
They're not
I feel like it's the
rabble,
person that
Fernand.
plays
This boy is Alm.
Gota
He's the
in
grandson of
13
Sir Myson
Sentinels.
himself.
Myson's.
I don't know. Is he voiced by Ray Chase?
Oh, it's Ray Chase.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
You were ordered to find the general himself.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Child. Sadly, Sir Myson was not so easily convinced. However, Alm and his friends have joined our cause in his stead.
I mean, it's his grandson, though.
Am I to be amused? Such base.
Ferdinand is a new character for Gaiden or for Shadows.
The Deliverance has no place for brats with pitchforks.
He represents some of the game's things.
He is a poster child for the new themes that decided to tack on.
We might not have retaken the southern outpost. I can vouch for their strength.
I'll just sit on that for most of the LP.
Backwater noble carries weight with me. Your entire house should be kissing the Knights of Sophia.
Yes, one of two, Sky Knight. One of two.
I think that's enough. You can say whatever nasty things about me you like. I'll get over it. But Lucas deserves your respect.
I beg your pardon? Do I look like a man who listens to the opinions of peasants?
Then you can listen to me because I happen to agree with him. Fernand, my brother already explained this to you, did he not?
Sir Clive, what exactly did he explain?
A soldier's worth is not determined by the station of his birth. If we do not all fight together as one, then we will never defeat Desay. Those are wise words. Unforgettable words. Desay's forces already have us at heel. Yet you would splinter us further?
You there, boy.
That's me, I take it?
Out of respect for Sir Clive, I will permit you to join the Deliverance. But you will learn your place.
Not making
Now, Claire,
a great impression
seeing as
for
you are
everyone to
safe,
use
you have no
them.
need for these people.
That's the point.
We must report this matter to Sir Clive at once.
Well, I'll get there later.
I'm going with Alm.
Very well. Do as you please.
I like to think she just grabs his arm when she says that.
Yeah, you can just see the animation of her going in and getting close and holding his arm.
Thank you, Tobin.
I guess we've been spoiled by Lucas. He nearly convinced me that swinish knights are the exception, not the rule. But that was a swine, all right.
You poor boys must be so upset. I apologize for the way he treated you.
Don't be silly. You don't have to lower yourself for a miserable human being like that.
Oh my.
Oh, great. Here we go. What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, regardless, please don't think ill of Fernand. He wasn't always like this. The world changed him.
Did something happen to him?
We live in trying times, and some things that transpire are difficult to put into words. In any case, we should be on our way.
Alrighty. I think that's probably a good place to stop for now, most likely.
Going a good 5 or 3 hours.
3 hours. I think that'll be probably what we normally do. kind of deal. I've really been enjoying this so far. I don't there's something about Fire Emblem that just makes it really fun to stream, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Which is why I still say, like, honestly, outside the visual novels, because that's kind of a whole different category, I still say 7 was probably our best playthrough we've done so far, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So, this is gonna be a fun one, I can already tell.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so stream-wise, the next one will be starting Shin Megami Tensei 5 on Saturdays, and that is going to be my first ever SMT game, so that's gonna be a time.
Can only end well.
Yeah, with lots of that I can already see it. But yeah, that will be it for tonight. Same week, next week, same time, all of that, and yeah, we will see you later. Have a good night.
Adios.